Whoa! Sorry about that. Melton, Jesus Christ, Melton. Always interrupting, always backdooring yourself into a show. God damn it. Now we got to restart everything, guys. That's embarrassing. Welcome into the show. This is a Monday edition of In the Paint podcast here. Yeah, let's fix that really quick before I continue, because I plan on using that drop as the show goes on. Sorry about that. One more time. Bear with me. I just literally uploaded that drop right before the show. Welcome in, guys. How's everyone doing? It's so good to see everyone. Finally, is it summer, John? Yes, Jay Etheridge. No hoodie for me today, man. No hoodie for... Well, it's actually pretty nice out here. There's no reason for me to keep the studio at fucking 60 below zero. Welcome in, guys. We have, an amazing show to get into tonight. I'm very fired up for tonight's show. I can't believe what I was watching on that fucking screen just 24 short hours ago. My mind was blown just like the rest of you guys last night. I can't believe it. I can believe it. Why did I expect anything less from Chad? Now, full disclosure, if you are a Chad fan and you're pro Chad, you're team Chad, that's all fine and good. If you can't take any sort of negative comments, directed at Chad Zumock, this might not be the show for you. You might want to exit the theater to your left. Follow, let's accumulate a single file line and just see yourselves right out the door now. Please, thank you very much. This is going to be a great show, guys. It is a Monday edition. Is my show ending, Softcast? Did I skip a day? Now everyone's not going to be used to my days here. Softcast always gives me shit when I skip a day. It's like, it's my fucking show. If I want to go live for an hour a day, once a week, or if I don't want to do a show at all that week, I'm going to do whatever the fuck it is I want to do. It's my show. So, Softcast, you have to pump the brakes on that one. I can see Softcast now. He's getting so infuriated. He's booting up all his fucking alt accounts, ready to directly assault me in the comment section. But that's all right. No need to fear. It's just Softcast. Which, by the way, we do have some Softcast coverage to get into tonight. I'm very excited for that. Softcast, given the fact that I was not live yesterday, I told Softcast, I'm like, listen, go live, dude. Go live. You're only 3 shows in. The first 2 were forgettable. The third one was pretty decent. I happened to be on that show. I don't want to connect any dots there, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't want to point out the obvious. I'm just saying. But where's Softcast, by the way? They're soft. Look at them go. We have a new Softcast drop for people who didn't see on that Softcast show. We have a new Softcast. We have a lot of new toys to get into today. A lot of new graphics to get into today. I'm pretty fired up. But yeah, so anyway, Softcast boots up his live stream last night to stream Snipe Steel Toe morning show. Which, by the way, Aaron, is still under 10,000 subs if anyone is still counting. I know Kmart Ready's still counting. Which is good. Keep those counters up. I believe Steel Toe currently, as it sits, is 9.93K. So, they're really struggling. They're trying everything they can. They're going live on Twitter. They're going live on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Kick, Dot, fucking, what else? Facebook, Instagram. They're going live on it all. And they can't break 1,000 views, which is remarkable shit, if you ask me. But yeah, Softcast, anyway, he decided to, stream Snipe the Steel Toe show. And it was abysmal. Soft, for people who are like, oh man, I hope this Softcast, win by 2 thing isn't a work. It's not a work. It's not really beef either. Like, we don't hate each other. I'm not sitting here shitting on Softcast because I hate his fucking guts. This is more, it comes from a place, and I said this in the chat earlier, it comes from a place of, I just want people to be better. Especially if you're doing this kind of shit. And that goes for myself as well. I could always be better. But, specifically Softcast. And, he blames it on me. All his audio problems, he cries sabotage. And it's wild shit, man. No accountability in this fucking podcast sphere that we live on. So we have Softcast off. We'll get to you in a little bit. I'm very excited for that. I will say, I will tip my hat to you, though, because you did leave that stream up on YouTube. I don't know why you did, but you did. I mean, I guess you can't delete it because enough, people saw it, but it's like, Jesus Christ. It was pretty brutal, guys. It was pretty fucking brutal. Melton would agree. Of course, now the Melton drop doesn't want to work, huh? Does this not want to work? Or is it not on this fucking screen? Hold on here, guys. Give me a second. Just not wanting to work here. One second here. Yeah, that should be good, no? Does it work on this fucking screen? The fuck, Melton? Always crashing the show when no one wants you, but then when somebody wants you, now you don't want to fucking speak. The fuck is going on here? One second here. Does this work? All right, there it is, finally. I don't know, that might get squirrely a little bit, but anyway, the point remains. Softcast, you can obviously get better, and you know that, I know that. So we're gonna bust your balls, but it's not a work. It's not a work. Unlike Chad and Shuley and Cumia, they're all cucking it up now. Silent Mike Morse, Bob Levy, which, I was pro Bob going into this whole thing, this whole whatever the fuck world, hackverse, mudverse, whatever you want to call it. I was a pro Bob sort of guy, only because I've seen Bob live. And he happened to crush. When he was live, man, he owned the room. He knew how to, command a room and get everyone to laugh along with him. He was funny as, really funny as fuck. And, I was like, yeah, he's not bad at podcasting, but, I think he is overexposed now. I think he is overexposed, and he's you saw it today on MLC. He's forced to choose a side. And, Kevin Brennan is leaving him with that choice. Now, throughout all this could be a work. All this could be a complete fucking work to kind of, boost up MLC or the MLC AC event. I see a lot of people, and I happen to feel the same way. I don't think Kevin Brennan would actually, go to these sort of lengths to pull off this elaborate ruse. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know what the fuck is real anymore. When I'm watching a screen, it's like, who is going to be, saying whatever, doing whatever to make the next fucking super chat. And that's really all it is, man. It's when you're watching it, it's like, I had this horrible fucking taste in my mouth watching that show last night. Like, it could have been gold. It could have been fucking solid. But, first of all, you're going after Stuttering John, who it's like, if you need 7 people, all of you were in radio before, and it's like, you got to team up on Stuttering fucking John Melendez. It's like, that's pitiful. Carl, Bob, Shuley, Chad, Jim Florentine, Mike Morse, even though he doesn't speak. Who else am I? Cumia. You all got to hop on a stream because you're afraid of Stuttering John? That tells me more about each and every one of you guys than it does Stuttering John. It's just pitiful, man. It's pitiful. And it left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm sitting there watching on the screen, and I'm seeing all these fucking, people gifting subs and super chatting. Yeah, you're taking down the stutterer. It's like, all right, congratulations. You took down a fucking retard. Good job. Do you want a fucking cookie? It's like, get over yourselves. Find something new. Find something new. And, a lot has to do with Stuttering John just kind of sets himself up for failure. That's why I think if Stuttering John was presented the opportunity to join the two movement, not saying he is, but if he was presented such opportunity, I think it could be a great fit for Blade, myself, Blade, and Sir John. The possibilities could be fucking endless. I don't like a fucking pylon. I've said this when Melton and Steel Toe and Shuley and Kevin Brennan and Bob, when they were all piling up on Chad, everyone's favorite fucking little baby fucking fraud shark. When everyone was piling up on Chad, Not that I was Team Chad. I just want to clarify this too. Not that I was Team Chad or pro Chad or rooting on Chad. I just like to see an underdog persevere. And that's the vibe Chad gave me. But in true Chad fashion, and that's why I'm not mad at Chad. He made a business decision. But it just goes to show you he doesn't give a fuck. His word doesn't mean anything. He has no morals. He'll do anything for the next fucking super chat. So, I mean, effective immediately, on today's show, we're going to be burying Cumia's Cucks. And people are like, what do you mean burying Cumia's Cucks? We're going to get to it, as producer Garrett eloquently pointed out a few short weeks ago. Oh, by the way, do you guys see my walrus? I have my walrus. Corey Adams in the fucking... How rude am I? Corey fucking Adam, you're in the building. I didn't even say what's up. Hey, Corey, how are you, little walrus boy? How you doing? Yeah, Corey's in the building, guys. He's doing Patreon-only members, Patreon-only episodes for, get this, 2 fucking people. So, yeah, Corey's in the building. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Let me see. Honk the Homeless Clown says, John sucks, and so does Chad, and so does Shul. They all suck. Fuck them all. Really. Fuck them all. The only person who stayed consistent through this whole thing, or at least up until this point, has been Kevin Brennan. You fucking hack. So I will tip my cap where I see fit, but I mean, otherwise, it's just like, fuck them all, dude. Fuck them all. They're only in it for the next fucking dollar. I get it. It's a business opportunity. You got to make money throughout this whole thing, but don't let money run your whole show and ruin the fucking vibe of the show. Now you're just fucking putting dollar bills over fucking, your fucking morals. And essentially that effectively makes you a sellout. It makes you a fucking sellout. Yeah, it was just gross, man. It was gross. It was gross. Seeing somebody who had a show called Cumia's Cucks. On Cumia's Cucks, you had the likes of Cumia, obviously. Cumia's Cucks in the name. Carl, you had Shuli, I believe. Levy was added on there. And it's like you're sitting there fucking, yucking it up with them. I don't fault Kevin Brennan for going at Bob Levy. We just watched that on MLC. We'll play the clip a little earlier, but then, see, this is the thing that rubs me the wrong way is, like, halfway through the show, they're all fucking like best friends. Now, obviously you're not going to argue for 2.5 hours on a show. That's a little insane. That's a little ridiculous. So I get it. Whatever. You have to, kind of just let bygones be bygones for the sake of just moving on with the show. I mean, it's not like you guys are going to fight each other right then and there, and you're not even going to fight each other at all. So when anybody in this world ever results to violence, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to fight you. In this world specifically, it's like, all right, you have to call them out on it. All right, fucking show up then. What's up? Because they're not going to do it. What are they going to do? Not going to do shit. Nobody's going to do a goddamn thing. No one's going to risk their fucking super chats to what? Prove a fucking point that I'm stronger than you? I could throw a punch? It's like, fuck out of here. You're not going to do a goddamn thing. It's just amazing shit, man. It's amazing to watch this whole thing kind of transpire over the last 24 hours. Like I said, we're going to be laying Cumia's Cucks to rest. Obviously, we have some Steel Toe to get into. Now, it is a Monday night. Usually we do Sunday night programming, and we cover the Steel Toe morning show, whatever the fuck it is, their members only show. But obviously it's not Sunday night, so we might tune in to stream snipe them. I don't know. We have a couple clips from Steel Toe, however, and I have a new Steel Toe game I want to bring to you, all you guys here tonight. And if it catches on and it's something we could do maybe once a week, we can move forward and start doing. So we have this new Steel Toe game I want to get into. We have so a couple other people I want to get into tonight is Tony Mazer. Obviously, Chad's fucking if Chad is in a what's the word I'm looking for? If Chad's Batman, Tony Mazer's Robin, I guess. A little gayer version of a Robin, but I mean he fits the description. Even if Chad isn't Batman, that's giving Chad way too much credit. Chad's like a I don't even know, Captain Underpants. He doesn't necessarily qualify to be a superhero. But Tony Mazur definitely qualifies to be Robin. We have Tony Mazur coverage to get into. They were on with Opie. They've done 15 fucking shows over the weekend. And I can't stand this Tony Mazur guy. This Tony Mazur guy rubs me the fucking wrong way. He's very arrogant. He was in radio for like a year. And now all of a sudden, like he's like when anything about radio comes up, it's like Tony Mazur is the guy who has to give you the take on how radio is done and how radio operates. It's like, dude, you were a program director for like a small time fucking Ohio radio station. Nobody cares about what Tony Mazur has to say. Nobody. I can assure you. Check your Patreon numbers. Check your YouTube numbers. They suck. They stink. And he's another one. Another two-faced guy. I mean, he talked all shit on fucking, all these guys. Cumia and all that. Then he goes to Potsdam and he's sucking Cumia's dick. I mean, there's pictures to prove it. Goes to Potsdam. He's like jerking Cumia off. It's very gross. And now all of a sudden he's like anti-Cumia. It's like, well, which is it? You go on Opie's stream and you're anti-Cumia, but you're in Pottstown and you want to fucking suck the farts out of Cumia's fucking asshole. Which is it, Tony Mazur? Which Tony Mazur are we going to get today? So we have some Tony Mazur coverage to get into. I see a membership coming in from Z. These memberships, for some odd reason, were not popping up on the screen last week, so I do apologize for everyone who signed up to become a member last week. My plan was to go to members only on Thursday night while we were covering the Jamingo stuff, but I'd never done that mid-show, and I changed the chat over to members only and not the entire show, so I do apologize. We will do another members only show, I think, this week. When my next show will be a members only converted show. But shout out to Z becoming a member of the Stub Toe program.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Thank you, Aaron. We appreciate that, as always, Z. Obviously, become a member today. $4.99 is the best way to support this channel. We appreciate that. We do a lot of... I'm trying to incorporate more members-only stuff in here, but, I mean... even so, it's just the best way to support this channel. So, yeah, we have some Tony Mazur stuff. We have some Corey Adam comedy stuff to get into. He, like I said, did this Patreon, and you can see the walrus right here on screen. It looks good, right? My little walrus buddy. He's like my team mascot over here. Very excited. But he goes live on his Patreon for 2 people, and the 2 people who are on his Patreon weren't even there to witness the Patreon-only episode. No, in fact, there was 2 outsiders who came in, bombarded, and copied the link and posted it. We actually have that footage. I'm very excited. We'll be going over some of that footage. I want to get to everything I have. I always, at the top of every show, I always try to lay out what we're going to be getting into throughout the show. And it's like every fucking show. Now, maybe this is, I have to do a better job myself, just kind of getting to the, the stuff I want to get to. But it's like every fucking show, I always leave so much on the fucking board. But we'll try to get to, my intention is, if I have to take 7 hours a night, I'll take 7 hours. I want to get to everything. We obviously have some Bob Levy, Kevin Brennan, like I said at the top. Now, this is a question I had just written down here. This was posed to me by W-Man. W-Man in the chat is a member of this chat. He's done a lot of amazing edits for this channel, so shout out to W-Man. I think he's here tonight. I did see him earlier. But W-Man posed this question to me 2 months ago, and I posted this in the chat earlier, but it's like, is everything we're watching with this MLC, Shuli Network, Chad, Bob Levy, Kevin Brennan, everything that's going on in the MLC verse right now, is everything a work for Atlantic City? I mean, Atlantic City is less than a month away, and things are just... It seems like, it seemed last week like things were dying down. Now, all of a sudden, things have escalated in such a way. Now, I get it, Stuttering John returned. But it's like now everybody's at their throats, each other's throats. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what's a work anymore. I don't know what's fucking real. I don't know what's not real. And when you get to that point, it's like, you have to take a step back. And it's like, Jesus Christ, what am I watching? Like, are we being fooled? Us, the chatters, us, the trolls, are we being trolled? That won't stand here. That will not stand here. I will not be trolled. No, in fact, I will be doing the trolling. Speaking about doing the trolling, Gino Bisconti, where's he at? Gino?
Thing is, Gino's a bitch.
Gino is still a bitch as of today, January, or I always say January. It's July 10th, 7:01 p.m. Gino Bisconte, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to inform you, is still a bitch.
Thing is, Gino's a bitch.
And Gino was arguing with Win by Two Ghosts over the weekend. Gino does his, what he calls a Grat Cast, a gratitude podcast every Saturday. This one happened to be on Sunday. So, Softcast, by your own logic, is Gino failing because he switched his days? I mean, you can make the argument Gino is failing in a lot of aspects in his life, but just speaking on switching his days, does that make him failing? I don't know. I mean, it's a weird fucking argument, Softcast. Oh, you switch your days, so... I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But Gino, I got word that Gino, Win by Two was in the chat, and Gino was going off on Win by Two. Guys, I'm here to inform you tonight, I was actually not in that chat room at all. At all. I was not anywhere near that chat room. It's a busy weekend for me. And, I got word. I watched back some of that show, and I'm fucking smiling ear to ear, knowing that there's Win by Two accounts out there fucking causing havoc. Whether, if it's good or bad, I don't care. Just cause havoc. Do what you got to do. Get into these guys' head. And Gino spent his entire fucking show. Gino's a lib. We all know this. I don't know what that had to do with anything, but you get my point still. But Gino spent pretty much his whole entire show speaking about Win by Two Radio, and it was just a sight to behold. So we'll get into that Gino Bisconte coverage. We also found out that Gino actually drives like a crazed lunatic, and that's been confirmed by one Keanu C. Thompson. Her mother is Mickey C. Thompson, I guess. I don't know. Well, we'll call her that, Mickey C. Thompson, which, by the way, I am actively working on the Hackverse LP, the first Hackverse LP. And there's, I think, 4 songs done as of now, 4 or 5. Let's see. We got Magic Number. We have Goal, a Steel Toe diss song. Kiki's mom, Keanu's mom. And there's another one that I just fucking did. Now I'm losing my train of thought. What was the fucking 4th song I just did? Oh, it was the Aaron Can Fuck song. Aaron Can Fuck song by R. Kelly. I Believe I Could Fly. I Believe I Could Fuck. The parody. So we're 4 songs in. I'm working on the 5th. It's a Chad Zumach, Patrick Melton collab almost. I don't know. It's still in the rough fucking copies. But my intention is to get at least, we're at 5. Well, we're at 4 songs released. 5 if you count the one I'm working on. So my goal is to get out 9 by the end of summer. And we'll release the first Hackverse LP. So if you guys have any ideas, don't feel shy, or just feel free to email winby2radio@gmail.com, or reach out to me on Twitter if you have any ideas of, because it's just me working on these songs. So, it's going pretty well, but we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. I'm just trying to see what else we got here before getting into the show. Logan Paul got married. I think we have a little clip from Logan Paul, somebody I find to be also disgusting, grifting, just doing and saying anything he could do for the next fucking paycheck, which is ultimately the grossest thing in the world. I see Toucan Sam with a super sticker, 99 cents. I saw red there for a second. I was like, holy shit, it's going to be a $99 fucking super chat. But no, it's just 99 cents. We appreciate that, Toucan Sam. And if this is the same Toucan Sam does hell of a job on Reddit. As soon as something happens, Toucan Sam posts, on Shuli's Anonymous, on Steel Toe Boring. If it wasn't for Toucan Sam, the content would just, completely dry up on the Reddit. Shout out to Toucan Sam for the 99 cents. We appreciate that super sticker. But yeah, Logan Paul, we have a little bit of coverage. He just got engaged. Of course it was filmed. Of course it was for everybody to watch and consume. It's a feel-good story. But fuck Logan Paul. He still owes me for my crypto zoo, who I was scammed out of a few short months ago that CoffeeZilla blew the lid on. All right, guys, so before we get into the show, I want to start this show off properly. Looks like we have the show is at capacity right now. 115 is kind of where we max out at. Sometimes that's fine. It's kind of where I like it anyway. But I want to start this show off properly. Now, I mentioned at the top of the show, we were going to be laying Cumia's Cucks, the show, to rest. Cumia's Cucks is no more. Chad Zumach crossed the line. And they always say if you stare into the abyss long enough, you become the abyss. It's no different from Chad Zumach. Now, again, I'll say this just for, people who are new, just joining us. I never was Team Chad. I am Team Underdog. I like to see an underdog persevere, especially when it comes to these pile-ons. But just really in any facet. I mean, you like to see an underdog story. But when it came to Chad, we simply said, and Softcast was still on the show at the time, so you could pull back the episode when this was all taking place. We said, hey, man, look, for this time being, while Melton and Steel Toe and Shuley and Levy and Kevin Brennan and all these guys are really trying to take you down and pile on, I don't like to see it, so we're going to just step back. Because at the time, we were making fun of Chad. We put Chad on new equipment watch, and he bought that new MXL BCD90 microphone, which was the same fucking microphone that I had, coincidentally. If you believe in such things as a coincidence. I sure as hell don't. Bought the same mic. We would make fun of him. Mud Shark this, Mud Shark that. But then we step back. Hey, man, look, let's pump the brakes on Chad. Everyone's going at Chad. It's kind of hacked to just make fun of the same guy that fucking 27 people are making fun of. So let's step back. Let's give him a chance. And Chad was doing well, man. He was fighting off everybody. We were giving him credit where credit was due. He teamed up with Stuttering John, not once, not twice, but 3 times. But I guess the third time was a charm. The third time was a dagger. Because, as we all watched yesterday, I guess you could use the wrestling term that Chad did a complete fucking heel turn on John, babyface over to Shuley. And I just find that to be completely hack and repulsive. So here, let's play this clip. We're going to bury Cumia's Cucks here, right here on the show. We're going to do this live. But before I get into this, I want to play this fight. This was the Bob Levy, Chad Zumach fight that happened last week on MLC. And I just want to remind everybody what we all watched. Because all of it was fake. All of it didn't mean anything. All of it wasn't real. These guys had actually they talked to one another on the phone a couple hours prior. Oh, man, listen, I'm sorry about what I said about your daughter. Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry about what I said about your mother. Oh, no, man. I actually do find your comedy to be pretty fun. Oh, you know what, man? You're not so bad yourself. You and Jim Florentine make a great fucking team. I used to like you on that show over in Cleveland. Like, they're yucking it up. They're cucking it up. They're sucking each other off. What's next? They're going to fucking tie the knot and get married and run away together? I mean, you might as well.
You fucking hack.
So I want to remind everybody what we watched. Now, most of you have probably already saw this clip and already kind of know what the fuck is going on. But this is just for people who have no idea what the fuck's going on. You tune into this show to find out what the fuck is happening in this universe. So let's watch some of this clip before we bury Cumia's Cucks. And we're going to bury Cumia's Cucks once and for good. Once we bury Cumia's Cucks, Chad Zumach, this is my direct message to you. Now, I know I've messaged you. I've messaged Chad over the last couple of weeks of words of encouragement. Hey, man, look, great job. You own Shuley. Great job getting Stuttering John. Keep fighting the good fight. Just give him, somebody's in your fucking corner. No more, Chad. Once we bury this show, Cumia's Cucks, you will never do another Cumia's Cucks ever again. Ever. If I catch you doing a Cumia's Cucks, well, just know you better not do a Cumia's Cucks. You don't want to find out what the fuck's going to happen. It will be a bad day in podcasting if Chad Zumach boots up another Cumia's Cucks from this point forward. But let's watch this fight. This was the fake fight that Bob Levy and Chad got into last week. Let's play this before we get into anything else.
We got to bring Chad on before he changes his mind.
How many cigarettes has that been, Bob?
Like fucking 5. What are you, my doctor? You little fat fuck. You worry about yourself, okay?
You're gonna be dead. You're gonna be dead within 5 years.
You're gonna be dead. You're gonna be dead because nobody fucking likes you because you're just a fucking loser. You're a piece of shit. Yeah, that's why
I was you were streaming yesterday, sending me the link. Where's Chad? I was doing shit. I have friends. You have nothing.
You have no fucking friends. Nothing. A fucking landlord is not a fucking friend, okay? You didn't even fucking put money down to get there. Kevin.
Keep in mind, all of it fake. All of it fake. This is no different than the Truman Show. This is no different than watching a Disney movie on the television screen. This is no different than watching pro fucking wrestling. I get it. People want to compare a lot of the shit that we do to pro wrestling, but it's not, at the end of the day, it's not fucking pro wrestling. It's podcasting. And if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for nothing. I think I always fuck that saying up, but you guys know what I mean. So keep in mind, all of this is what we're watching is fake.
He's one of my best fucking friends.
Look at that fucking slum.
You're a fucking loser.
You should have Barry Ribs fucking laying
You're
back
almost
there.
61. You're almost dead.
Yeah, I'm almost dead. You're going to be
fucking bitch.
I can't threaten him because, fuck, he's going to call
Yeah.
Him
Strike the channel.
John's coming
Kevin
to my house
will
now.
Realize that you're full of shit. He doesn't need you. He doesn't
Who doesn't
need you
need
on the
me,
show.
John?
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin loves me. He doesn't like you.
John clowned you. John
clowned you. No, you and him are two fucking clowns. Two
I made a
fat
shitload of money, Bob.
With
I made
no
a shitload of money
careers.
doing the same fucking show every fucking day.
We do the same show. It's called
Fuck
Killing You,
You're dead
motherfucker.
weight.
You fucking go in there
You
and
haven't
you
done
make
nothing
fucking
since the Stern Show. Name your
$37 on your
TV credits.
fucking.
Like, imagine like plotting and planning this out, thinking this was a solid idea. Hey, let's create a fake beef. Like, imagine like even expressing those words, fake beef, fake argument. Let's do that on camera so everybody they don't know what to believe anymore. I mean, how fucking pathetic. How fucking pathetic. Mud shark. You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fish. You're like a little fucking mussel that weasels its way onto like a fucking, one of those fisherman nets that when fishermen are fishing for fucking sea bass and tuna and marlins and fucking, killer whales, they just happen to pull up like two fucking mussels. Oh, they're like, hey, man, this will be good. Let's put this into the pile of fucking dog shit so we can throw back into the water for later. You're not a fucking mud shark. You're a nothing. You're a nothing. And Bob Levy, shame on you, Bob Levy. Shame on you. Even though I'm shitting on Chad right now, what Chad said about, what did he say about Bob Levy? That he's overexposed, he does too many podcasts, he's grifting. Those things are probably all true now. Those things are probably all true. Bob, I know you watch this show. I know you like us. You don't even know who the fuck you still think my co-host is fucking Alex. So how much do you really watch of this show? So Bob Levy, you can get fucked right alongside with Chad as well. Fuck these dudes.
God,
Ray DeVito
give
is
me
more
money.
relevant in this
Donate it
business
to
than
me
you
'cause I'm
are.
a big
Ray has
fat
more TV credits than you do.
I
Ray does
am
a monthly show at the Stand.
blind
You do VFW
47-year-old
roles.
man that
You're
lives
sucking
in
up
a
to Artie
fucking
Lang.
apartment
You're sucking up to
because
Stuttering John to work
I
for him.
suck.
Fuck you.
I have to
you
open up for
fuck.
Florentine.
Jesus
you know why
Christ.
you fucking MC? Because there isn't
Because I have a
spot that
fucking
goes
friend.
on before
That's
it.
because you're a
suck.
nobody.
You're not
Fuck you.
fucking funny.
Kevin,
You're
why
a
do you give this
tumor
guy
on
fucking
comedy.
money?
You're
He's
a
stealing your
tumor.
money.
I'm surprised
You
Ray
eat your
doesn't
wagon
have
to
you on
everybody
his
that can
fucking
help
body.
you. You
Look
can't
at
do
him.
it
Look
on
at
your
Ray
own.
looking like
You have to have
fucking
7
two
people go
middles.
up against me.
This is
7.
what
Then
comes
you got the
out
same
of
stock on
Cleveland.
it. 2
This is
Cleveland
what
middles.
comes out of
Two
Did somebody say 7 people up against them? Huh, that's funny. Wonder where I last saw that one at. Oh, maybe because you and 6 other guys, totaling 7, were going up against Stuttering John, Chad. Maybe that's where I saw it from.
Cleveland middles. 2 Cleveland middles.
Cock.
You're a fucking
This is what
opener.
comes out of
How
a
many
bad
improvs
cock.
and funny bones do
These
you do? How many
come out of
improvs
a
and
bad
funny bones
cock.
do you do?
These-
None.
Not you,
do
Ray.
shit
You,
gigs.
Chad. You
do
are
shit
a bad
gigs.
load.
I'll do whatever.
You should have
I'm
been
more
rubbed
relevant in
on
this
a sock
business.
and
I can
thrown
go
into
into
a
the
sink
Sirius
because
XM
you're a
building. I
fucking
can go
mess
to
of a
Ron
fucking
Bennington
human.
anytime I want.
Keep
I can
trying.
go to Jim
I
and
can
Sam.
go anywhere.
You can't
Yeah,
go
with
to
your
the
fucking
building.
fat
You
stick
can't
walking
do
around
shit
filming
besides
everything.
take
Look at
Kevin's
me. I'm
money.
a tub
You
of
fat
shit.
fuck.
I'm a
You
tub of
piece of
shit.
shit.
I'm walking
At least
around.
I can
Look,
walk
people
around
have
without
houses and
pain.
families. I wish I
I'll
did.
fuck you
look
up in
at me.
Atlantic City.
I
I'm gonna
suck.
fuck
You
you
are
up.
fucking nothing.
I'm gonna fuck you up in
me
Atlantic City.
up.
You saw what fucking Danny
Fuck me up,
Bonaducci
boy.
did at 5'5",
Fuck me up. You're
15
getting out
years
of
ago
breath.
when you were actually in better shape.
can't breathe.
You fucking
I can't
go
breathe.
smoke another cigarette. Go smoke another cigarette. Go buy a carton of cigarettes. And you're
You
crazy
are
fucking.
the comedy
You're a
what
fucking piece of
Ray
shit.
is the
You're
steak.
garbage.
And that's a fucking fact. You
You're
want
garbage.
to steak him?
Okay, let's talk about.
Okay, so I think we've proved our point. All of this, meaningless, didn't mean anything. This was a complete waste of everybody's time. If nothing else, guys, I mean, that's what everybody should be upset about. Yeah, all right, whatever, it's entertaining. But we're in it because I'll speak for myself. I don't want to speak for anyone else. I'm in this because I'm not looking to make friends. I'm not looking to make allies in this business. I speak what is on my mind, and I like to watch drama, real drama. If I wanted to watch fake drama, I would go watch fucking Beverly Hills 90210 or fucking some dog shit fucking reality TV Jersey Shore bullshit. So if you're going to use the argument, oh, well, everything you watch on screen, everyone's lying, everyone's not telling you the truth. It's like, I get that, but then this isn't the thing for you. Podcasting isn't the thing for you, because now we don't know if you're telling the truth, what's real, what's fake, and that's a fuck spot to be in. Look, it might be good now, but think about this in 6 months. Think about this in 5 years. Your longevity. People aren't going to know whether or not you're telling the truth or whether you're lying. So it's pretty fucked up. So, mind you, all that was fake. Audio listeners, people who are just tuning in, all of that was fake. Chad really fucked, the pooch on this one. He's made a really bad call going in. And I get it. Stuttering John can be a lot, probably. He's texting Kevin and Chad all hours of the day. I'm not saying Stuttering John is a fucking angel or a saint by any means. By any means. So don't get it twisted for that. I just happen to think Stuttering John is a little bit better than these guys that are making fun of him. And that's all it really comes down to. So Chad turns on Stuttering John last night, and actually it was Friday when he was stream sniping, or he was doing the fucking, yeah, that's another thing. He fucking was doing he was getting cues by Shuli. Shuli was giving him cues, him and producer Joe, who I cannot stand. I think the guy is a fucking complete tool bag, wash up fucking hack.
You fucking hack.
Guy stinks. And not to mention he's a, elderly abusing criminal. But they were giving him cues, much like Melton was doing to Corey Adam. So they stole a Patrick Melton bit, which was pretty gross in and of itself, because they didn't even credit Patrick Melton. They just went on as business as usual in typical Shuli form, didn't give credit where credit was due. And it took till today from Kevin Brennan, the likes of Kevin Brennan, to actually acknowledge, hey, you guys can't do anything original. You took that from Melton. Pretty remarkable shit. So, guys, what we're going to do right now, I need everybody to remain silent. I mean, you could chat, but just don't speak because it's disrespecting the dead. Effective immediately, Cumia's Cucks is dead. It's over. It ceases to exist. It is no more. I need everyone to remain silent. Remove your hats. Even if you're bald. Softcast, I'm looking at you. And help me in sending off, passing to the other side, Cumia's Cucks, ladies and gentlemen. So bear with me here. Cumia's Cucks, rest in peace. February 2023 to July 2023. Gone too soon. Gone way too soon. The show had a lot of promise, but in typical Chad fashion, he fucked it up. He fucked it up. So again, yes, there it is. There's my music. In typical Chad, Cumia's Cucks fashion, ladies and gentlemen. No more. Cumia's Cucks is effectively over. Rest in peace, Cumia's Cucks. Let's get a moment of silence, please. To Cumia's Cucks. Taken from with. Hey, Softcast, would you calm down with the fucking ones there, Softcast? We understand. You're the one movement. I get it. Show you some fucking damn respect. We just lost a podcast today, God damn it. And you put up a 1. How fucking self-centered are you? Bear with me, I haven't gotten a haircut. Just take off your hats. Silence, please. gentlemen, it pains me to say this, but the mud shark is no more. The mud shark and Cumia's Cucks. They're dead. Dead! They're all dead! This is a hard time. It's a hard time I know a lot of you might be thinking right now, what do you mean it's dead? Chad's better than ever. Well, you're mistaken. I don't need someone selling out and doing fake arguments on other podcasts to wow me over. Rest in peace, Cumia's Cucks. And just like what we do for everyone else who lays a stinker, who makes a clown out of themselves, ladies and gentlemen, we like to throw tomatoes. Right, Melton? I think Melton's here. We like to throw tomatoes, and that's no different when it comes to the one they call Chadwick. I was going to call him Chadwick Boseman, but that's the Black Panther guy. No, ladies and gentlemen, Chadwick S. Oh, let's take him off the screen for now. Chadwick S. Zumock. Let's get the tomatoes out. We're throwing them at Chad. R.I.P. Cumia's Cucks. Gone way too soon, but really, who cared anyway? Oh yeah, them tomatoes are coming in. Let's go. Return to Zenda. Tomato throwing. I like it. Like to see it. I like to see new faces throwing them tomatoes. Sam V, of course. An usual suspect throwing the tomatoes. Taxa Step obviously has a bulk of tomatoes. I think the Taxa Step is actually the supplier of all these tomatoes. So shout out to Taxa Step. Nobody likes onions getting into the mix. I don't know if that's Patrick or the fake NLO, but hey, we'll throw a tomato on Nobody Likes Onions' behalf. Ga, getting into the mix. Thank you, Ga. Z, another new tomato participant. Thank you. We already got you returned to Zender. Michaela throwing them tomatoes. Jody B! Oh, Jody B's in the chat! Wait, hold on. I gotta give this one to Jody B real quick. Fuck's my... There it is. No. Jody B will get a donut! For John Jamingo. Let's get back to chat. And give him a tomato as well. Dr. Chow! Wow, that's impressive. Because Dr. Chow is a Zumakian. All right, I think... Oh, LL Cooley. Let's get LL Cooley a tomato toss as well. Let's get that reverb off my voice. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome into the show. That was only just the intro. Let's see who didn't... All right, let's do one for Gil. Gil gets a tomato. RP gets a tomato. And let's see. Oh, Stella B. We got to get Stella B into the mix. I haven't seen Stella B throw a tomato in a minute. Okay, we got to get thanks with a tomato. I just want to get everyone who didn't get to throw their tomatoes. I want to get them into the mix. So let's do it. Who did I miss? Nathan Bickle. Let's take off my lights here. I think we're pretty much all... I'm beloved chatter, of course. How could I forget? All right, I think we're caught up on the tomatoes, guys. So, yeah, Chad Zumach, R.I.P. Cumia's Cucks, gone way too soon, taken from us way too soon, but another podcast gone to rest. So, I think I'm going to bring on Softcast for a little bit, in a little bit. Time we got 7:27, probably in like a half hour or so, to kind of go over what we were witnessing on the screen on Sunday. But in the meantime, I want to kind of shift gears. I want to get into... Let's see, what do I want to get into? Let's get into some K-Cuck Patreon only. All right, fuck it. No, let's do some Softcast. Fuck that. Let's do some Softcast. We'll save K-Cuck for later. All right, so we're gonna cover Softcast. Softcast decided to boot up his live stream last night. Tried to cover Steel Toe in an epic fail. Nothing was working. Blames it on me, of course. So let's see how it all transpired here. So Soft tries to do this, the musical intros like I do. But you could already hear the audio is already kind of fucked. I forgot to throw a tomato on Corey Adams' behalf. So you hear the audio's fucked up. Nothing's working. He's got the big soft image on screen. Oh. Very poor production. Right, we'll just jump ahead because nothing really changed. He does these 3 songs like I do to kind of build up some hype. Now, mind you, all of us in the chat are telling him at this moment in time, hey, man, your audio is dog shit. I think Gay Guitar Guy was in the chat. Jay, Chris, Kay. A couple others as well. All of which telling him, hey, dude, you might want to check that audio. Because it's not working out. But he refuses to listen. And he'll persist to blame me, which is pretty fucking insane. All right, it goes to this white noise. It goes to his intro music. None of it... oh, there's me. Well, that's what the old studio looked like. Or the old setup, at least. So as you can see, I mean, that's his intro music. Nothing is working. Corey Adam, of course, the Walrus. Yep. We see his desktop. We hear him breathing. And there he is, just like that.
What happened there? Holy smokes. How's everyone doing tonight? This is a special edition.
I'd say it's a special edition.
Out the gate hot.
Catch my drift. Oh, wait, we got to go back on that. What the fuck is this?
Coming out the gate hot.
He's got this weird angle going here. His green screen is, I mean, halfway done onto his wall, and his bed is over here. Not made, by the way. That's a keynote. I mean, I guess he took a nap and didn't make his bed. But again, the screen isn't on full mode here. Now, I get it. Softcast isn't a tech wizard, but it's like you could stretch that screen, can't you? No? Maybe not? I don't know.
There we go. Coming out the gate hot. I did not prepare to do an episode this evening.
We could tell.
But some very funny stuff happened in the world today.
As it usually does. In the world, funny things tend to happen. Strange things tend to happen. Weird things tend to happen. It wasn't just yesterday. Now, again, some of you, oh, man, how could you, man? Like, you're a traitor. Softcast is your friend, blah, blah, blah. It's like, this is only me trying to get Softcast to be a better version of himself, to be a better streamer. To do a better show. This isn't to rag on Softcast, not to hate Softcast. This is, hey, Softcast, you know what you did wrong. Let's get better. If no one calls you on it, you're just going to, you'll blame me. You'll blame me, and you do in this show. You blame me, so I'm here to kind of tell you, hey, man, it's not my fault. This is your fault. And let's work at getting better here.
First of all, I wanted to cover Steel Toe because John was not going to do it because he wasn't going to be home.
Nope.
So I wanted to see, what they're up to after the big week on Rumble and everything else. It must have been very nice for them. So I wanted to see what they're up to because John was doing stuff, so he wasn't there to he wasn't there to do it. I'm not ragging on him about it, but
sounds like it to me.
What happened?
Sounds like you're ragging on it to me.
Share this shit now. See who's gonna be all fucked. Let's see. All right.
So again,
No, that's not what I want. I just want to see Steel Toe.
I mean, we do too, but
here we go. Let me see.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go back to that chat. So you see, we're all in the chat. We're letting them know. I mean, you could see my screen. You could see my chat right there. Win by 2 Radio. That's me. That's the real me. It says, "Sounds like you're talking through a speaker," in caps. But he didn't pick up the hint.
Here we go. Let me see.
Here, so we're going to fast forward a little bit. Now, again, there's no audio coming out. So this is an epic fail. We're going to throw tomatoes at Soft. So hold those tomatoes, save those tomatoes. Or we're going to throw them at Softcast here, down, buried in this. Just because you're in the corner doesn't mean you can hide here, Softcast. You will answer for this mishap. 1 frame per second stream here. Now, this isn't my TV screen. This is with the stream production.
It'll be wrong. All right. I'll probably end this because it's sucking big dick.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it might be fun, but I tried to jump on. John sabotaged me again.
So there it is. It's like, how? How am I sabotaging you, man? How? Please tell me. And we'll bring you on right after. And I hope you can tell this. You can explain this to me face to face here. But it's like, how did I sabotage you? I've tried nothing but to set you up for success. So inept. So inept. Softcast. All right, Softcast says, I'm fired up now. Soft, we'll bring you on right after this. Doc Chow says, so inept. Nobody Likes Onions says, my volume is better on a Zoom call. You're absolutely right, Nobody Likes Onions. Audio is cancer, brah. Pickwick Pub. Buffering. Yeah, I mean, just a total embarrassment. A total, what we call in the business, a goose egg. This is like, if you had a favorite team. Like, let's just say baseball, football, soccer, hockey, basketball, whatever. And that team went out and they were shut out in a performance. They didn't score a run. They didn't score a basket. They didn't score a touchdown. They were completely shut out and they were laughed off the field. This was no different. Now, again, I have to preface this by saying it might seem like I'm just shitting on Softcast or shitting on a team that gets shut out, which, I mean, I guess it's half true. But at the end of the day, you have to realize if you get shut out in a game or if you get fucking KO'd in the first round within the first 15 seconds of a boxing match or a UFC event, you don't fucking wallow in your own self-pity. You don't fucking run away with your tail tucked between your legs. No, what you do is you watch film, you learn from your mistakes, and then you adjust accordingly. You come back better than ever on the next performance. So that's all. Softcast, I need you to understand this. This is all this is. How can we get you better? What do you need? You have me. You have the audience. I'm sure I seen Nobody Likes Onions. Or I'm sorry, not Nobody Likes Onions. Gay Guitar Guy was offering you help. John Jamingo was offering you help. Nobody Likes Onions, I'm sure would help you if you reached out to him. But it's like, you have all of us to bounce back on. I don't want to see you fail. I would like to see you succeed. After all, you were on my show for 2 months. #2Nation. So it's like, what is going on here? All right, let's stop deflecting. Let's stop pointing the finger. Hey, John, you fucked up. This is your fault. You sabotaged the show. And as I'm saying this, I'm pointing at Corey Adam here. So just yell at Corey Adam. You know? But, yeah, until then, man, until we can accept accountability, we cannot move forward. That is Luke chapter 6, verse 5. Yep, it was wild, Jared says. I think he's referring to the Soft stream. Soft Weekly says, best 2 months of this show. I don't know, Soft. I mean, there were some good months. They definitely were some. I would be lying if I said it was a complete fucking failure of a show in those 2 months. But you see where I was frustrated, right? The lack of tech knowledge. Garth Brooks says, Bob Levy always blames the super chatters for everything. He is like the captured ghost on Scooby-Doo. I would have gotten away with it too. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those super chatters. Yeah. He pulls off the mask. It just says super chatters. All right, I put that chat up. Ohm says, shout out to Ohm. Says that's why you have to have a USB box that uses traditional live audio connections and faders, so you can fine tune audio and not clip. I'd have to agree with you there, Omo. I think Soft has like a board that's USB powered, but it's not. It's mainly used for live performances, and it's not made for like computer fucking shit like podcasting we do or video shit that we do. It's made for like if we're at a live event doing music shit or live radio or live podcasting or live comedy. That's more like what Softcast. I've been telling them to get this Rodecaster 2 Pro. I mean, it does everything you need. It's like $850, but you'll never be disappointed. We're gonna throw tomatoes at Soft. Rest assured, we're gonna bring him on though right after this. Let's continue hearing on.
If you're not gonna be on,
hearing him out. What he's saying.
I'll do a show and because people will be expecting your show and it'll be all fine. And then he's like, "Oh my God, no, I'm gonna do a show then." And then so I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And then like it gets around and I see he posted his show for tomorrow. So I had like an hour to get it together. Not even an hour. And John goes, "Hey dude, just go ahead and do it. Do it, man."
Yeah.
But he was right in some ways. I wish I would have been more prepared. The Shuley show is crazy.
Yes, it was. I agree.
John, do not end the stream. Can you guys hear still?
Yeah, because I told him, don't end the stream. Don't end the stream here. What you're doing here was way better than what you even had planned. Like, I actually found myself laughing, halfway through this fucking show here, or stream, or inner recordings of your bedroom. But it was like, this was way funnier than anything you had planned. I promise you. So I was like, do not end the stream. Sam V coming in with $1.99. Says, can anyone in the chat help me with my herpes meds? Guys, can we get on that, please? Sam V needs some herpes meds. Let's help out Sam V. Let's help a brother out. Nobody Likes Onion says he's actually pretty entertaining. Yeah, I agree, Ed LO. I agree. It's like sometimes when things go unexpected and go unawry, that's more entertaining than what you even had on the docket. Or what you had planned on the show. That's why I was telling him, hey man, fucking just keep doing this. Like this, I'd rather watch you fail for 2 hours than watch anything Steel Toe has to say. Like that's way more entertaining than anything Steel Toe could ever say. Steel Toe sucks. So it's like, why are you forcing us to watch Steel Toe when your audio is fucking currently fucked up? It's taking a shit. You look and sound completely ridiculous, but you're trying to get Steel Toe on the show. And I get it because I've been in this position before. It's like you start panicking, but it's like sometimes you just got to lean into it. Sam V says, Jesus Christ, man. You don't want me to say it, Sam V? You super chatted it. What'd you expect? What did you want me to do? L. Cooley says, someone has some Sam V. We never finished the bottle. That's damn sure. L. Cooley. All right, so let's play a couple minutes of this. We're going to throw some tomatoes at Soft.
7 hours, it's still fucked.
And then we're going to bring Soft on. That's usually where my numbers dip when I bring Soft on. 2 movement. Hashtag 2 Nation. Hashtag Chino's a lib.
Oh, Man Brain Davis here. If you guys can't hear any of this audio, it's not worth me doing, really.
No, but see, it is. It is. It is so worth you doing.
All right, dude. Thanks for showing up. It's fucked. I'm out. All right.
Oh, we got to go back.
Really? I don't know. All right, dude. Thanks for showing up. It's fucked. I'm out. If you guys can't hear any of this audio, it's not worth me doing, really. I don't know. All right, dude. Thanks for showing up. It's fucked. I'm out. All right.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's the look of defeat. Now get your tomatoes out, because we're going to be throwing them at Softcast. Wow, Softcast and his audio fails yet again. Without win by 2, Softcast and the Soft Weekly program is nothing. You're nothing. I feel like I'm being a little too harsh on you, Softcast. It's out of love. It's not out of hate. Trust me. All right, let's see who's on the 2 Nation. Who will throw tomatoes at Softcast? Michaela getting in her tomato mix. Thank you, Michaela. Boss Bandicoot getting in the tomato throwing mix. We appreciate that. Bon Levy, of course. Doodle, of course, getting into the tomato throwing mix. We appreciate that, Doodle. The Texas Step, again, I'm starting to think the Texas Step is growing. It has a tomato garden in his backyard. But, of course, Texas Step throwing them tomatoes. We appreciate that. Nobody Likes Onions throwing upside down smiley faces and tomatoes. Jody B is going to kiss this tomato. Sorry, buddy. Let it go right at your fucking face. Dr. Chow getting in his tomatoes. Now, Dr. Chow and Softcast had a beef over the weekend, so I know this is a lot of this is a spite tomato. So, Softcast, you're receiving a spite tomato. Sorry, Soft. I love you, buddy. But I'm giving you tomatoes, says LL Cooley. Mikey Dubs. Pickwick Pub getting into the mix. All right, let's finish out these last couple. Wow, a lot of people hate you, Softcast. Holy fuck. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish all this. All right, let's try it, though. Let's just try to bang them out. Tony Sal getting into the mix. Let's get Tony in there. Nathan Bickle throwing what appears, I don't know what that is. Throwing a stopwatch maybe and tomatoes. I think we got Pickwick Pub already, but if not, here, we'll throw another tomato on Pickwick's behalf. Not soft at all, or sorry, not a soft alt throwing some tomatoes. Gog getting her tomato fix, as usual. Antoine Cumia getting in the tomato throwing. We appreciate that. Let's get these lights off the screen. Hawk the Homeless Clown throwing, I mean, just a goddamn a fucking bouquet of tomatoes. Jared throwing his tomatoes. All right, let's see who we got. Kip Smith. How about a 3 or 4 hour compilation of JD's multiple tech issues? That's fine. Bring it on. I learned from my mistakes, Kip Smith. I promise you it's better than anything at the Kip Smith program. All right, I think we caught up on everybody throwing tomatoes. All right, guys, so without further ado, let's get Softcast off the screen virtually, and let's bring him on the screen in reality. I told him I was going to be ready about 8 o'clock, but, you know, a lot of what we do here is kind of unpredictable. So let's just bring Softcast on. We'll get his thoughts and remarks, and we'll kind of move forward with the show. We'll see what's happening. Maybe he hates my guts. Maybe he wants to curse me out. I don't know what to expect here. Let's see. We'll call Soft. Not going to answer? Is he too embarrassed? I don't know. be just his chair, False Bandicoot. Yeah, you know it. I'm gonna have his fucking chair do most of the stream. Hey, is that Softcast? Going to be just his chair. I think he has me on.
Hold on, give me a second.
All right, you got a second.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see him here on backstage. You know him. I mean, he's done his soft weekly programming. He's tried to, point the blame on me for his audio tech difficulties. It has failed up to this point. Some of you love him. Some of you hate his fucking guts, and that's all fine by me. Ladies and gentlemen, he is never hard. He is always soft. Help me in giving a warm welcome or a cold welcome, whichever you prefer, to Sir Softcast. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Soft back on the show.
Hey, what's happening, man? How's it going tonight?
Not too bad, man. Your hat is very transparent, I will say.
Yeah, well, my bald head I thought was shining. Hold on, let me try this.
Well, so his bald head is out.
All right, we'll go with that. I don't know how. It's pretty shiny here, so we'll see.
Hey, take that Mubi fucking hat off my goddamn show.
Well, you've been covering a lot of stuff that I was very excited to talk about. I mean, I think people don't know, and I guess we'll get into it some if they think my firing was a work or whatever, this or that. We'll talk about all that stuff and why I left the episode up last night and all the other kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm happy to be back here. I think your fans are too, man. The One Movement is going to boost your numbers tonight.
No, I don't know about that, Softcast. If anything, it might tank my movement over here. It might tank my numbers, rather. But yeah, good to have you back, dude. I've been following you closely. That sounds kind of weird, but I've been following your fucking shows closely over the weekend. Obviously, I did your show on Saturday. Some would speculate I helped revive that show on Saturday. Everything worked fucking smooth. Then you come back on Sunday the very next day because I didn't stream. And according to you, because I switch my days, my show will fail and my show will cease to exist. But, you come back on Sunday and you lay a fucking goddamn goose egg, man. What happened?
Well, here's, and I made a joke about how it's your fault, you know what I mean? Which I always do because, of course, when you had tech issues tonight, I said it was my fault in your chat.
What was my tech issues tonight?
Oh, you had a little point where you couldn't pull up videos. Remember? Earlier on?
I couldn't pull up videos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chat helped me out, right? Earlier, he couldn't pull up videos.
I couldn't pull up videos on my show? I don't recall that.
Oh, it was tonight, dude. But anyway, so it's just kind of a joke. I mean, you've been one of the guys really helping me with trying to get it together. And, it's when you're all alone, I was telling you last night, when you're all alone out there, like there's people in the chat will tell you your audio's fucked even if it's fine. If they know you're dealing with that issue, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm here all alone. This is, you know what I mean? Because I didn't plan on doing it. Here's the thing. I told you, hey, I saw that you weren't going to do Sunday, and this was earlier in the day, right? I saw you weren't going to do Sunday. I said, maybe I'll just cover the Steel Toe stuff, because people will be expecting you to be there and you won't be there. So maybe I'll pick up some viewers or whatever, right? Like that. And then you're like, oh no, the One Movement, and you send a puke emoji and you're like, I'm going live now. Fuck you. You didn't say fuck you, but you're like, I'm going live now. So,
I'd be damned to let you fucking steal my thunder, you fucking stream sniper, you. No, but
right.
Yeah. So go ahead.
I just gave it up, and I took a nap because I figured you would be on, and I might go on because you and I were talking about Gino, and I want to talk about Gino.
Well, there's a lot of things that I know we have common ground on. I see Beck says, oh, haha, yeah, right, Gay Guitar Guy, who you still uses Skype. It's like, obviously we do. We use Skype.
I can't run Skype through my system, but John runs it fine through his. It seems to be working all right to me.
Looks great to me. It sounds fucking prestigious on this end. Yeah, dude. So anyway, I gave you a little shit. I was like, look, just go live. And then you came back and were like, oh man, I'll go live and cover whatever. And I wasn't having it, man. I was not having it. I did not want you to steal that thunder. But I was joking at the end of the day. I wanted you to go live because if
someone had to do it.
Someone had to do it. Right. I wanted to take.
It would have been better.
I wanted to take the day. It was a Sunday. I like enjoying my Sundays sometimes, and doing the show Thursdays and Sundays. You know, obviously for working people, for people who know what it is to get up and grind Monday through Friday. Well, when it comes to the weekends, you enjoy those 2 days, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. Plus, I was out and about all weekend, so I kind of just wanted to chill. And whatever, it's my fucking show. If I want to do a show fucking once a month, I'll do a show once a month. I'm not beholden to Thursdays. It's not like set in stone by the podcast gods. I have to do Thursdays and Sundays for the rest of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is I agree with you to some extent, but this is the thing you and I talked about. I was like, dude, we're in a marketplace. You know what I mean? It's like a pop-up restaurant or something. You know what I mean? If you're only selling food on Thursdays and Saturdays, then people got to know that because they got to know, they got to be there because other times it gets too weird. That's just how I thought. It's not a big deal really in the end, but that was one thing where I was like, you're always going to the shore and switching days and all kinds of crazy shit.
Can you hate a man for living his life? I mean, that's what I hear. But look, I just want to point this out that you're on this show right now via Skype. I know that's a big deal to everyone else. It's Skype 2023.
Do I sound good?
And you sound fucking crystal clear, and you look better than ever, Softcast. That's thanks to the two movement, of course. If it was left to the one, whatever you guys got going on, the one, I don't even know what to call it. If it was left to your guys' devices, it would fail immediately. We watched that last night. And look, I know you might be watching. You said you were fired up in the chat. I know you might have been watching. Like, dude, fuck you, man. Like, how could you? Blah, blah, blah. But, like, you have to understand where I'm coming from. Because it's like, I just want you to get better. Because I know you fucking can do a good job. And we talked about this a little bit last night. But it's like, sometimes it's not even our fault. It's like this. We're dealing with fucking computers and software and shit like that. Where it's like, it's not even, up to us whether or not we get to do a fucking show or not. It's up to a computer half the fucking time. But
I was so derailed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like because there was some initial audio problems with the Saturday afternoon show, but when you were on there, it all sounded good. And I mean, it was still running through me, so whatever. But it was just your omnipresence that made it sound better or whatever.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
But so I didn't change anything, and I was like, man, I don't just want to jump live. Like you and I were talking when I finally said, hey, you're not going on tonight, and I was like, well, maybe. And this was later on, and I was like, oh, it's kind of too late. I took a nap thinking you were going to be on, didn't even worry about it. And then you're like, you should go live, and I was like, no, you shouldn't. You should test first, and I tried it, and it got fucked.
Well, maybe sometimes you should just listen to that inner voice instead of listening to a chatter on Twitter.
Right.
Myself.
But the reason I left it up is because it's kind of what you and I do is cover like the internet and podcast and fails and all this kind of other shit. And what kind of bullshit asshole would I be? You know what I mean? I believe in like warts and all. Shit happens. You know what I mean? So I got fucked. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to take it down. Everyone can see it. It fucking happened. It's real.
Well, that's what, and I said that, dude. I tip my hat to you for even leaving it up. Now, whether or not you left it up or not, I still had a copy of that. I mean, we have like fucking 50 people that clip around here, and I have one of them up on screen now, Bex. But, I do commend you for that because a lot of people just deleted that. Like, fuck that. It wasn't even it wasn't much of anything. The only thing I disagreed with you on that whole performance last night was you signed off a little prematurely, and I thought you should have kept going because, like I said, I was finding myself very entertained with anything, everything that you were doing on the screen, more than what Steel Toe was doing, more than what fucking Chad was doing, and you should have just kept going.
Yeah, I'm willing to take my lumps, as they come out, but I'm not gonna put myself out there as like a local. You know what I mean? I'm willing to take my lumps, but when I know shit's going bad, I'm not gonna go, oh yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I lost a sub last night.
Wow.
And then came back. Yeah, I lost a sub. I went down to 109, and now I'm back to 110. So they might have came back. It might have been a spite unsubscribe.
Beck says in the chat, says, John, did you or did you not hack Soft so he... Okay, so did you hack Soft so he fails without you?
I believe that might be a possibility.
Well, again, that's the delusion you guys live in the one movement. Again, come and join the two nation army where things are prosperous. The grass is green here. We're making fucking moves. We're making money. Everything is glorious over on the two nation. So, join today, Soft. We won't hold anything against you. We'll understand. You could look, just admit to us right now, you're sick of your own movement. Like even Martin Luther King was sick of his own movement at times, right? And it's like, he had to get out of that anyway he could. So I get it. If you're sick of your own movement and you don't want to fucking, pull the burden of the one, whatever the fuck it is now, I think, the only person you had on there, that was really holding your back was WATP Kevin, and he's fallen off the fucking map. So it's like just really you and who else? I don't even know. So I won't fault you for it. Now, can we get you to join the two nation here right now?
Well, I'll just say, because you're a basketball fan, right? So think of it this way: is I think I'm a valuable free agent on the market right now, and some team
Says who?
Oh, everybody. Dude.
Wow, speaking highly of yourself.
Well, no one thinks my show is great, but they think I'm very good on other shows. I'm a role player. I'm the sixth man off the bench, dude. I fucking drain jumpers.
Yo, I'd pay great money to see you fucking play basketball, bro. I would pay phenomenal money to see that.
Dude, I'm a broke down 50-year-old man that's worked in some heavy labor jobs. I couldn't move like I could when I was in my 20s, but I played ball. I mean, I wasn't a great player, but I think in my prime, when I was your age, dude, I would fucking school you in basketball. 30-year-old DiCaprio.
Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that sentence again. When I was your age, you sound like my fucking grandfather.
No, if you put 30-year-old Soft against 30-year-old DiCaprio, dude, you wouldn't get a shot out.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Not here. We'll cut Soft's mic right now. He's muted right now, ladies and gentlemen. I will not stand for that sort of those sort of shenanigans around here. All right, Soft, you're back up. Don't fucking test me, Soft. We will mute you.
All right, so I wanted to say a few things because I hope we can cover like Gino and all the other stuff. And I appreciate how you roasted me because it was bad. And like I said, I left it up because I would have been dishonest about what I do on the internet if I hadn't left up my own fail. So that was fine. The other thing I wanted to address is it wasn't a work. John totally fired me, you guys. You know what I mean? It wasn't a work.
You're no longer, well, I mean, besides obviously tonight and the one other time I had you on. But that, I mean, it's really been since the Stuttering John came back to the internet. Because I know... Again, up until last week, I've never watched the Stuttering John show. I've never been into Stuttering John. I couldn't tell you who Stuttering John was, but that's what your whole thing is. Well, not your whole thing, not your whole persona, but you've been involved in the Dabbleverse, which the Dabbleverse's whole sole mission. You read their mission statement online, and it's like, we will cover everything Stuttering John does till he dies. Yes, we will. And you're involved into that Dabbleverse, so I figured what better person to have on than somebody who's closest to the situation who maybe can give us some insight. Not saying I will agree with everything you're saying, because unlike you, I happen to be sort of a fan of John. And this is kind of the thing I was falling in, or the trap I was falling in with Chad, where when people were piling on Chad, I not that I was a fan of Chad, but I was a fan of the underdog. And I've said this many times, and I'll say it again. I was a fan of the underdog, and I hate to see a pile on. Now, I know Chad says that, and it doesn't mean anything. It's meaningless. But that's real as real can get, man. I don't like to see everybody coming together to take down one person. Unless it's Steel Toe, because he's a complete fucking scumbag, and he deserves it. But that's different. That's mitigating circumstances. But when it comes to Stuttering John, it's like, this guy, I mean, imagine bullying somebody in a wheelchair. You would never. And that's the vibes I get with Stuttering John. It's like, he's almost, I get it, he's not in a wheelchair, but he's almost at that level of disabled, handicapped, mental patient sort of guy. So why does Cumia and Carl and Shuley and Silent Mike and Bob Levy and Chad and fucking, Jim Florentine, why do all these guys have to get together, put their fucking fist in a circle, and Captain Planet this shit. It's so fucking hack. It's so cringe. It's so corny. It's the lamest shit I've ever saw. And I'm not sure if you were watching the show, but we actually put Cumia's Cucks to rest. We buried Cumia's Cucks. So Chad Zumach, again, I will say this to you. If I see another goddamn Cumia's Cucks pop up on the internet, there will be hell to pay. And we'll just leave it at that. But so I'm curious to hear your thoughts about this whole thing and what's going on. Soft.
Well, I don't really like it all because, first of all, everything you said, but all these guys getting together to beat up on a guy. And I think I said when I was on Win by 2 when we were talking about Ray, is I considered Ray like a retarded stepbrother.
Yeah.
You understood why people picked on him or whatever, but at a point you go, hey, I know why you guys are goofing on him, but he's my retarded stepbrother, and knock it off.
Right.
You know what I mean? It got to be too much. And that's what these guys are doing here. They're trying. John needs to have a handler like Perry Caravella does. You know what I mean? Someone to just handle his media for him because John doesn't understand it. He's getting fucking dunked on.
Well, that's why I was at the top of the show. I said this. Not saying anything set in stone, but this is my offer. Guys, clip this out. Toucan Sambo, clip this out. Get a direct message to Stuttering John. I'm willing to bring Stuttering John onto this network. 100% of the super chats will go to him. He will. I have a producer in me. You guys know I produce the shit out of shows. Like, I mean, you come to my show and all of a sudden you look good, you sound good, things fucking flow. You could just worry about doing a show. Unlike the fucking one movement, this scam going on over here I see behind my back. But it's like, now I'm being serious. Now, I know Sanvi was giving me shit last week. Oh, you're just fucking, schmoozing up to John to get him on your show. Last week, I would have told you you're full of shit. This week, however, I mean, things change when we speak about this a lot on this show. Yeah. Things change in this universe in fucking seconds, right? So, yeah, things change. Now, I'll have John on the show. I'll produce his show. I'll make him better. I'll make him a fucking star. I'll make him the star that he wants to be in this podcasting realm, and I'll make sure he's not fucked with, man. Because I just hate to see it, dude. I hate to see these people. I mean, think about it, dude. It's all the people that we make fun of. All of them. Cumia, Shuli, Chad, Mike Morse, Carl, in my instance. I know you're friends with Carl. Whatever. You could remain neutral on that.
Yeah,
but
I am.
Good.
Well, I was just going to say, yes. I was a little disappointed Carl was on that show because, like, Chad was on WATP. First time Chad was on WATP. They do whatever show they were covering first, and they go into the Stut Joe content, and then Chad, like, clammed up like a bitch. He was like, I don't want to say anything bad about Stuttering John. Like a real bitch. He was like, so much so that Carl, like, exited him off the show. And now Chad's coming on here trying to dunk on Stut Joe. Fuck you, dude.
So it opens the question, do you think this is actually legit, or do you actually think this is a complete work, all gearing up towards the Atlantic City, August 15th, or whenever it is, August 12th, August 19th, whatever the fuck it is? Do you think this is all a work? I know people say Kevin Brennan would never do a work. He's not like that, and I get those vibes from him. I honestly don't think Kevin Brennan is into that sort of fucking fake shit. But at the end of the day, he might be playing into something, not necessarily going along with the work, but just like, all right, you guys do it. I'll kind of just, do my own thing. What do you think it's a work, or do you think this is actually what we're watching is real?
I think it's a work. I think Kevin is more being like you're saying. Kevin, Bob and Chad are the ones like, let us hype this up, and then they tell him, you just be Kevin. You know what I mean? Just let us go wild and hype up this shit, and you just be Kevin. It's all cool. And that's what was happening today, in my opinion.
Speaking of which, let's play this clip, because you spoke about the hype train that Carl joined in on, and we're speaking about Kevin. So let's watch this. This was this clip. Now, this is from MGD Beats. It says, never second guess your gut instincts, KB. Now, if Kevin Brennan's watching, I'm here to say, yeah, dude, never second guess your instincts, man, because, just don't. Just go with your intuition.
Bob's like, hey, I'm here for you. You're here for everybody. You're like the town whore.
And the weirdest thing was,
Now look at this fucking screen here on my TV right now.
It's Hollywood Squares.
It's pathetic, man. I hope to God that this is a work. I really do. I really do hope that they're all friends outside of this, because if this is actually true and they're actually coming together, why is my question. Carl, you can't take down Stuttering John by yourself. Cumia, you can't take... the question remains the same for all these guys. It's just pathetic. You guys are all fucking 50 plus years old. And it's like, I don't know, dude. It's just sickening, bro. It just rubbed me the wrong way. And it really pissed me the fuck off.
Why the fuck is Mike Morris there? And he's up there just so they have more people beating up on him. You know what I mean? Why the fuck is he there?
Soft, if you asked for the link for this show, I guarantee they would have had you on this show.
Oh, yeah. They would have had me on. That's funny. I never thought about that, but I bet they would, because they want to fill those other 2 squares.
Dude, they would have had everybody on the show. They would have had fucking... If everybody in the chat fucking had a decent setup and asked for the link, they would have brought him on just to shit on Stuttering John. You know why, dude? Because Shuli is a little fucking dirtbag of a weasel. He's a little, what rhymes with the word two.
If I could be a Jew right now, I would be a Jew.
Thank you, George Janko. So he looks and scams and, manipulates his way, because he lost last week, and he lost big, and we covered that. Kevin Brennan had him, Stuttering John on, completely shit on Shuli. Then Chad had him on twice before Chad turned. Completely shit on Shuli. Shuli goes on Chad's show last week and dominates Shuli. But the little weasel fucking micro hat wearing Shuli couldn't let that fucking just go, all right, whatever. I took a loss. I took one off the chin like you did, Soft. And that's why I commend you, man, because you realize, hey, man, I laid a stinker of a show last night, and I'll come back better next time. And that's all you could do. But in Shuli's mind, he has to win at everything. And he's like one of those kids, you ever play with one of those kids, they have, when you were younger, you're playing whatever, Pokemon or whatever the fuck it is you're playing, and they have to win at everything. And if they don't, they cry, they take their ball with them, they go home, they tell their mommy, they get you in trouble. It's like, hey, man, we're just playing a fucking game here. You know what I mean? That's exactly what Shuli is. He can't accept defeat. Especially by a stuttering buffoon like John, mind you, and Chad at the time.
Yeah, it really hurt my soul to chalk up a week as Stuttering John won this week, but he did. He got paid. He went everywhere. He got his name out. Stuttering John won that week. It sucked the oxygen out of the internet from where I operate. You know what I mean? Everything was about that. Stuttering John won. He still looked like a buffoon. He still looked like an idiot, but he fucking won that week.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the dude made probably upwards of almost $5,000 just to fucking go on camera, talk shit on Shuli. He owned Shuli. He owned everybody that had a gripe with him. It's like, how can you, for you to say otherwise, you're just lying to yourself, because you have hatred for this guy so much so that you can't even admit the truth, right? So I'm glad you said that, Soft. But here, let's watch this. Watch Carl in this whole instance. Mind you, Chad's on this show, has a show called Cumia's Cucks, which we buried tonight. Again, Chad, if I see any fucking Cumia's Cucks notification pop up on my goddamn YouTube, you're done. You're smoked. You're done, my friend. But we have, again, Chad with Carl and Cumia and Shuli and Levy and Mike Morris, who he's talked shit on just fucking 12 hours before this. Just 12 hours before this.
Yeah, and Chad hosts a show called Cumia's Cucks, and look at him right now. He's right next to Cumia.
Well, that's what I said, dude. You stare into the abyss long enough, you become the abyss.
And the weirdest thing was that I'm on MLC, and this is after we've all talking, and all of a sudden Kevin goes, send Chad the link, and I'm like, what the fuck? Hopefully he ain't gonna come.
Wrong clip.
Then he comes on.
Wrong clip.
The beef was squashed. They had talked.
It was already squashed. Oh,
yes.
I know that. That's okay.
Yeah.
So this was just a clip confirming they're just laughing and at all our behalfs. Now, mind you, I take that as a slight, and everybody in the chat should take that as a slight. They're laughing at us because we were all duped into thinking that Chad and Bob Levy's argument was, real when really they were just playing us. So I do take that a little bit personally because now you're using my fucking kindness as a weakness and you're laughing on our expense. I get it. It's entertaining. You're trying to provide content, but there's a way you could provide content while being honest. You don't have to be a scumbag and a dishonest fucking piece of shit to provide content.
I feel like it's like oh yeah, it was all work. They're faking it to get super chats. So they're like, we're lying to you, so you guys will send us $5 super chats to provoke this fake beef. It's kind of fucked up.
It really is, man.
I mean, maybe it's clever, but I don't find it clever.
All right, hold on. This was the clip I was referring to here. Sorry, I had a wrong clip pulled up. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. We'll play some of this Shuley chat stuff from last night.
A lot of money. I feel bad.
Oh, can I say before you start, Mazer?
I can't stand this fucking Tony Mazer, dude. He should sell all of his podcasting equipment and go live, in an underground fucking tunnel and just live out the rest of his days there. And thank God that he hasn't been fucking given an atomic wedgie every day that he's above ground. But good.
Dude, when he said when he showed the first one, like, oh, someone just Venmo me $199, I was like, bullshit. No one
believed it. No one believed it. But that goes to show you the stupidity of Stuttering John. He believed, oh my God, Chad, you got $5,000. It's like, no, John. But that's the thing. John by himself is a complete laughingstock, right?
Yeah. John
teamed up with the two movement would prosper. John would be the best thing in podcasting. Mark my goddamn words. Mark my goddamn words. Get this out to Stuttering John. Let him know the two movement is reaching out and wants you, Stuttering John. It's like Uncle Sam, that Uncle Sam poster. Uncle Sam wants you. The two nation wants you, John. Let me help.
I also want to plant my flag on Tony Mazer. Is like no one has given him $200 for anything he's doing. You know what I mean?
Dude, the guy has fucking 19 views on a podcast. 19. I mean, Soft, you do laps around 19 views. This guy, has been in the business for fucking 15 years and can't break 20 fucking views? How pathetic. Quit podcasting, Mazer. You're a fucking hack.
You fucking hack.
Soft.
My stinker from last night has 4 times that many views. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a terrible episode.
Yeah, Softcast's audio and video wasn't working. The clips weren't even working. And Softcast somehow falls on 87 views. Tony Mazer puts hard time. He does research. He's topics. He wants to talk about Trump, reach out to the right-wing audience, and can't break 20 goddamn views. What does that tell you, Tony? Nobody likes you. You're a fucking nothing. You're nothing, Tony Mazer.
Yeah, he's not even a hack. He's a nobody.
You're nothing. You're just a nothing. Quit. Please, I'll pay you to quit. I will pay Tony Mazer, and this offer will expire by the end of the night. I will pay Tony Mazer $10,000 to quit the internet tonight. Clip it. Clip it. Watch this shit. How disgusting.
Look at him all hype training. It's so gross, dude. It's so gross.
It's so fucking repulsive and tacky. Oh my God. Even your boy Carl, look at him, bro. Carl, you're a fucking dog shit person, dude. You're a scheming, manipulating weasel, just like Shuley. You guys are no different. No different.
Can I say this?
Sure.
Carl, I don't feel great about this, but I will be at the WATP live in Detroit at the Magic Bag.
No plugs, dude. Fuck out of here. I'm muting your mic. You trying to plug Carl's show on here? How dare you? What do you think this is? A free Carl plug show? Fuck you, dude.
I know, but he's my buddy, dude.
I get that, but how sick is this? How sick were you watching
this? It's terrible, dude. I'm disappointed. Yeah. He's hype training with Chad Zumak, who would not. Carl had Chad on his show, and Chad wouldn't shit on John. Now they're doing the hype train together. It's fucking bullshit.
And look at Chad. Hey, Chad, I thought wearing sunglasses was hack. I thought wearing sunglasses was a ripoff of Mersh and Red Bar. But now you're wearing sunglasses. I mean, how fucking ridiculous, dude. How fucking ridiculous is this? Chad, so help me Christ, if I see a goddamn Cumia's Cucks notification go out this weekend, I'll fucking fly to Florida. I'll fly to Florida. Look at Cumia too. I mean, he's just like, I was once a broadcasting legend. How did my career get to this? You know, like Cumia knows this is hack.
Oh yeah, dude, Compound is failing. Like, watch when you get to the Gino coverage. Like, Gino is hacking merchandise big time, and then he tries to tell you it's just for like it's for marketing. Like, buy our T-shirts because someone's gonna see an In Hot Water T-shirt and go, "Hey, I'll maybe watch
right."
Cast." You know what I mean? That's not marketing. That's just you trying to get $3 from Teespring. Quit fucking with me.
Crazy shit, dude. James Banks coming in with the $4.99 says, "Thank you for speaking the truth as always." Dude, that's what we try to. We appreciate that, James Banks. Look, I didn't get into this fucking podcasting space to fucking brown nose to people, to make friends with people, to fucking tell people what they want to hear, to like connive and fucking do weird manipulation tactics and go behind people's backs and backstab them when you're earning their trust. Because if you don't have fucking trust and you don't have morals in this fucking, just in life, forget podcasting. If you don't have morals and values in this life, then you're nothing. You're nothing. You cease to exist. You're not a man. You're not even a fucking human, right? Because if you're willing to backstab, so I get it. Stuttering John could be, a thorn in your side, right? He could be nagging you and he could be begging you to get on a show and begging you. I get that, but you knew what you were signing up for. That's no excuse. You knew that going in. You knew exactly what you were getting into going into bringing Stuttering John on the show. But that never occurred to you, Chad, I'm speaking to you. This never occurred to you because all you were worried about is super chats and dollar bills. And how can I make my next fucking dollar? How can I pay my rent this month? Oh, I know. I'll bring on Stuttering John and I'll grift my way to fucking make a fucking couple $1,000 and people will love it. And then I'll just turn on them. For what? It's like, again, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Is that the saying? I always fuck that saying up, Soft.
No, that you got it the right way this time.
Perfect.
If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Yes,
that's pathetic, dude. It's pathetic.
It's absolutely it. That's the thing is like it's the same way in real life. Now, I've never met you in real life, but you and I have talked a whole bunch. So let's say add up all those hours and we had talked face to face. I can judge you as a man from those conversations. You know what I mean? And I know who you are. And if you're full of shit, then you're full of shit. And you know what I mean? People can still be real. I can do what I do. You know what I mean? I can shit on people and still be real. Like, I'm on your show tonight and you're shitting on a buddy of mine. But yeah, you're right to shit on him because it was gross what he did, you know?
Yeah, it's disgusting, dude.
And I don't have to apologize for feeling that way. Fuck, I don't apologize for anything I say.
That rhymed, by the way. It's kind of gay. Mudsharks Unite says, just saying, what's he not supposed to do the biggest show he's done because of Ant? That's not what we're saying. You know, Anthony Cumia aside, Carl aside, Shuley aside, Levy and Mike Morris, put everybody aside. It's what he did, his actions leading up to this. I get it. It was more of a business move than anything from Chad, but he let money take the best of him. And to me, man, it's just sickening. It's like, how could you put money above morals and values? Because if you're saying that, then you're saying that you'll sell out for anything. And again, it's just sickening. I get it. It's the biggest show, and he got paid handsomely. David Chandler is fucking backing him now. He's gotten like 30,000 memberships. But it's like, dude, I said this to you last night, man. If this is what it takes to make a fucking dollar in this fucking podcasting sphere, brown nosing and fucking backstabbing people, I don't want to make another goddamn dime, dude. I'll go broke and fucking I'll go hungry before I fucking do this kind of shit, man. I mean, it's just bad. It's like you had to resort to this. You had to team up with the people you despised most 2 days ago.
Right.
to get a little bit of fucking clout. It's pathetic.
You and I talked about this a lot when I first was on Win by Two, and it's like I do this because I like it. If I start doing it, like all the super chat stuff, like I want to make money. Hey, if my channel, gets monetized and I can make a little money, that would be nice. But as soon as I start reading super chats and worrying more about the money than why I started to want to do this, I like to talk shit about people. I don't watch TV. I watch the internet. I like to talk shit about it.
That's why all these shows are they're corrupted. The Steel Toes, the Shuley networks, everything. They're all corrupted because they've made the super chats the show. And effectively, they will do anything and say anything and do the next bit based on how they're going to get their super chat. Like, they're thinking in terms of super chats. They're not thinking in terms of loyalty, or they're not thinking in terms of what's best for their peers or their audience. They're thinking, what's going to land me the most money?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? LL Cooley coming in with $5 says, I was right about Carl. Soft, you have to give it to me.
He was. Cooley has been saying that for a while, so I'll give him credit. But
we appreciate the 5, LL.
You and I have talked about it, and it's I mean, dude, when you start out doing this, nobody is listening. You do it because you like what you're doing and you have an idea. So no one gives a, you know what I mean? You go into it knowing no one gives a fuck. And then when you start worrying about what other people are saying, then why the fuck are you doing it? Because the whole idea you started is because no one gives a fuck. I'm going to say what I want to say, and who the fuck cares?
You're absolutely right, man. Okay, what you got? Were you gonna say something? I thought you said something. All right, let's continue with this because I want to play this. Now, just when all these guys are basking in their glory, now look at this little rat weasel of a guy, Shuley, with his wrist out. He thinks he's owning Stuttering John. It's like, dude, sure, you might have owned him tonight, but it took fucking 7 other people to own him with you. And did we all just forget what happened last week when you got fucking creamed by Stuttering John?
He looks really weak here because
he does.
Yeah, like you said before, he couldn't do it on his own. Now I think there was some probably some technical issues. Like I think John's mic was goosed a little, so it was over Shuley or whatever. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it was true. But Shuley here has nothing without everyone else. Shuley's just kind of going, yeah, John, what about that? You know what I mean?
Right.
He's
crazy shit. All right, so let's play this, and then they actually run into some tech difficulties as well during their victory lap of the own of Stuttering John.
Dude, my tentacles go everywhere.
right. I mean, just look at the hack.
Surely you're still muted.
Doesn't want to do it. Look at him. Welcome to the.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it, but guess what? He did.
He did. Yeah, you're right.
Look at that.
Oh, so bad.
Look at that.
I'm going to send that to Carl as his own cringe of the week.
Here, I need somebody to screenshot this and throw it in our Discord. Become a member today, have access to that Discord. Put that in our Discord because we're going to send that, or Softcast is going to send that to Carl. And if Carl, listen, Carl, this is my message to you. If you can't acknowledge that this is a cringe of the week, then you're dismissed in this world. Because now you can't go after Cumia, you can't go after Steel Toe, and you can't acknowledge that what you did on this show, clapping and dancing and jumping up and down on a hype train, something that you've made fun of in the past, and now you're a part of it. If you can't admit that's a cringe of the week, then your opinion is now invalidated.
Can I preface it as saying like Kyle and I are friends, and like I just plugged his live event in Detroit. But yeah, Carl, this is bad.
Terrible. Here we'll go.
Welcome to the show, the Bud Show.
Look at me, hype train.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, all right, shut that horrible dumb song.
All right, we're going to go. Let me just skip ahead because I know their fucking audio is terrible.
This is what happens. People unite under the umbrella
That I'm like, all right.
Because we hadn't planned it ahead of time. It was like
huge face turn for Chad.
Yeah.
Painkiller.
Yeah. Right now, Brennan's like, I don't want to fucking hear this shit. You know what I mean?
Get ready.
I don't know. I'm not going to try to sift through and find their audio difficulties, but just trust me that they were having terrible audio difficulties. So much so where, I mean, you couldn't even watch the show. I mean, it was terrible. Doodle wants to throw tomatoes at Shuli. You want to throw some tomatoes at Shuli? Soft?
Oh yeah, I do. Actually, Shuli is the one guy that I'm I would like to say disappointed in, but I'm not really disappointed because he's exactly what I expected.
Sorry, I didn't mean to play that.
He came in there going, no, but he was like, oh yeah, what about what Bob said, or what about what Carl said? Shuli is fucking weak, dude. I've never liked him. I've been on record for a long time.
He's a weasel. He's a fucking snake. He's a dirtbag. As Kevin Brennan would say, he's, human garbage. And for that, we're going to throw tomatoes with Doodle leading us off. Fuck Shuli, you snake. Stuttering John, this is your opportunity to join the Two Nation. Sam V getting into the mix. Fuck Shuli. This is a spite throw. We're spite throwing tomatoes at the one they call Shuli. Kush King getting into the mix. Thank you, Kush King. Billy getting into the mix. Let's go. Oh, didn't mean to play that, but hey, it worked. TK Suso! K-Bar ready. Throwing some tomatoes. Let's go. I think Ga's stealing some tomatoes from Tax's Step, because between Ga and Tax's Step, they got like a farm of tomatoes going. But we'll take it. Throw your goddamn tomatoes at Shuli. You fucking hack. There's Softcast, not a soft aught, throwing tomatoes. Let's see who else we got. Softcast number 1, Cuck. Throwing tomatoes. Oh, god damn it. Jeff Closer. Throwing tomatoes. That's fucking great. Beloved Chatter coming in. Hold on, Beloved Chatter. We'll get to you in just a second. Let's get everyone who's throwing tomatoes. Be Smiley. Hot the Homeless Clown. Brian throwing what appears to be shit at Shuli. Mud Sharks Unite throwing up. There goes Softcast in his chair. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's make sure we got everybody. Oh, Raytard the Untrainable, of course. We got to get Raytard in there. I think we're caught up on everybody throwing tomatoes at Shuli. So then let's pull this super chat up from Beloved Chatter for $1.99. We appreciate that, Beloved Chatter. It says, make Softcast throw a tomato at Carl to atone. Hey, Soft, will you throw a tomato at Carl?
I will. Put up Carl. I'll throw tomatoes now.
Hold on. I got to set this up. But we're going to do this.
All right, yeah. I got to do it from my Soft account, too. So let me switch because I was in here as someone else.
Was it Softcast number 1 Cuck?
No. You guys know all my alts now. That's a funny thing we've never talked about.
You got like 27 aughts. How could anybody possibly know all of your aughts?
All the ones I've gave away to you guys are just kind of like, you know what I mean? They're just like fun ones. You know what I mean? So, because it's a weird thing when you do what I do on the internet, like if someone like blocks you or bans you, you can't just go, oh, I guess you got me.
Right.
I mean, you just go back into someone else and fuck them. All right, let me see.
Sorry, if you guys are seeing a tomato right now, no need to fear. I'm just trying to fix it so it lands on Carl's dome. All right,
yeah,
Soft.
And I'm going back to my Soft account so I can officially throw it as Soft.
All right, Soft, let's see that. Give it is from Soft Weekly's account. Let's see a tomato being thrown, and we will land a tomato
All right, do I just tomato? How do I tomato throw?
Well, you just put a tomato in the chat, and then we'll throw it on your behalf.
Oh, all right. I got it.
All right, hold on. Before you do, hold on. Let's do this the right way. Let's do this the right way. All right, here we go. Are you ready to put a tomato in the chat?
Yep.
All right, hold on. Don't do it yet. All right, Softcast. Your friend, Carl Hamburger, is disgusting. He deserves a tomato thrown at his face. What will Softcast do? Will he throw that tomato? Let's see it. Let's see it. Drum roll is going to roll. Soft Weekly with a tomato at Carl's fucking face. That's too good. Shout out to beloved chatter.
There it is.
There it is. That's official, guys. Screenshot that now. Softcast just threw a tomato at his best friend, Carl's.
He's not my best friend, but I consider him a friend, and I love his show, and I've been following it a long time. Lots of things, but this was uncool. I didn't like it. This is cringe of the week. Carl doing the hype train dance is cringe of the week, dude. If he doesn't play that, then he's not being honest.
Beloved chatter says, "Do it, you cuck." All right. So yeah, let me see. What else do I have? Should we pivot? I mean, should we keep in this space here? Do some tweets we got? Do a little Tony Mazer, because this is what I'm thinking. We'll do a little bit of this tweet, the tweets that were popping off from Gina Levy, from Chad, from Kevin Brennan. We'll jump into Tony Mazer. We'll do some Gino. I think I might need to take a piss break, and we'll come back. We'll do K-Cuck and we'll do Steel Toe.
All right, yeah. I wanted to do Gino. You know, you and I were talking about it while it was going live, and there was some very funny stuff. There's people in the chat that will know who they are. There was some very funny stuff going on the Gino show.
All right, so
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just finding these clips. I think everyone here knows that Melton originated that bit of getting.
Yes. Yes. You and I talked about it last night, and that's what I thought it was kind of disgusting about it. Is like they acted like they reinvented the wheel. Right. All they did is do what Melton and Corey did.
And again,
that's all they did.
It's all right if you want to take that bit, that's fine. But at least pay homage to Melton, who did that to Corey Adam. When Corey was still on the Steel Toe show, and made Steel Toe look like a complete fucking laughingstock in that moment in time. And it's like, again, it's just not a creative bone in Shuli's body or the Shuli Network, producer Joe. These guys are all fucking hacks. They all suck. They all should fucking sell their equipment and just live their lives comfortably the remaining time they have here on this earth. Because, it's like, you're going to steal a bit. That's whatever. Take a bit, right? You draw inspiration from somewhere. Not everything... I mean, mostly everything you watch isn't completely 100% original. Like, it's an inspiration taken from somewhere. But you need to acknowledge that, at the very least, if you're going to do it. So let's play this first, because I think it's good. Just to kind of
can I say something before you start? Well, yeah, that was the whole thing. What they did was kind of funny, not as funny as what Melton did. And then they, like I said, they acted like they reinvented the wheel. No, Melton did that, and he did it much better than you guys did. Maybe you had a bigger audience, but what Melton did was much better.
And now they're putting me in, or I'll speak for me, they're putting me in a weird spot, because now it leads me to, like, defend Melton. And that's, like, the last thing I want to do,
I know. I don't want to defend Melton either, but you got to be honest about what happened. Yeah.
So here, this was...
We're going to zoom in on the Beast. Mubi and the Beast.
Mubi and the Beast, that's fine.
We're gonna zoom in on the Beast. Mubi and the Beast.
All the black people in this.
So this is when Melton was doing the thing with Corey and Steel Toe.
We're gonna be watching Corey for scrimps.
Now I do have Corey here in studio. This
that
is
great. Yeah, here's more white. We got more white flags. Oh, this was prophetic, and they didn't even know it.
I hope there's one where they open up a cash register and there's nothing in there, and the
He's
person goes to
watching.
the camera and goes,
Corey's watching. Yes, look at him. He's making faces at the camera because he knows we're watching. That rules. That's funny. That's good, Corey. Yes. He's doing it. Yes. Yes, that rules. I love Corey Adam now. That's fucking funny. That's good. Yes. Oh, that is fucking funny. His own guy is watching another show.
yeah, just, what the fuck are you guys?
Today, half of Super Chats go to Corey Adam.
Yeah,
Oh,
billions,
Corey,
billions.
we love you.
Here, we'll just
I
fast
am
forward.
wearing a girdle. Have you ever seen someone pull off a girdle with such seamless confidence? Never. Never.
Only while eating McMuffins.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, guys, if that's the best you've got at trying to co-opt my people, you're gonna have to do
So
better.
you see, all right. So Melton was one of the first. Now let's fast forward to the Shuley program.
Later. Pretend something is in your eye and just take off your glasses and mess with your eye for like 10 seconds. I said we're recording a watch along. It'll be great.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh, look at Chad, his eye.
Oh, he's rubbing it. Yes! Yes!
We turned him.
Hero. What if we have a question we want him to ask John for us?
Ah, there we go.
You know,
But it
Why are
can't be
these
like,
guys jealous of you?
I'll do it live.
oh, great. I said, Chad, ask John, why does he think the three losers are so jealous of him?
Why do you think the three losers, and you know who I'm talking about? I don't have to name. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. The three
All
losers.
right, so you get it. I mean, but how pathetic is that, really? I mean, it's like literally verbatim. Soft? There he is.
Oh, I'm back. You saw I pointed to the chair. I thought you would the reference.
No, I was watching the video. My bad. But yeah, it just Kush King saying sellouts. Yeah, they're all fucking. They're hack sellouts. It's pathetic, man. It really is.
Yeah, it's I hate to use that word. I don't want to call them all sellouts. I'll just say that Kyle should be his cringe of the week about that whole thing. It was very terrible. Dude, why do you need that many heavyweights to lump on John?
Right.
I mean, it's funny, but why? You got to all get together and like take a victory lap on him. Very weird.
Sorry, I'm going through what I have left here. All right, so let's pull this clip up. Now, this was from Kevin Brennan. Now, this is what it leads me to believe that, Kevin isn't involved in a work here because he'll do shit like this. And this is from the MLC podcast, and it says, this is Chad's tweet from Mother's Day. Today, Levy is yucking it up with Chad. And then Chad says, this is a tweet from Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Gina Levy. You failed as a mother, and your dumb daughter masturbates on camera for money. From creepy guys. My apologies to all the great Ariana Grande fans and what Paige Nyman has put them through. It's so gross. Can I get a retweet? Big J. Hokerson, Louis J. Gomez. And
see, that's what I'm saying is like this shit is all still so fucked. I mean, why would you go on a show with a guy that said that? Yeah, and fucked him. I don't know, dude. It's all fucking stupid. I don't trust any of those guys. No.
Well, then Gina Levy comes back, says, I'm not one to tell my husband what he should do with his career, but I'd be lying if I said I was okay. I'm not going to die over it, but this didn't make me feel good as a mother and wife.
It's worth mentioning that we were the first program to post her OnlyFans pictures.
Go check out. It was our 420 stream.
Yeah.
So Kevin just dishing it out, and then says so when Gina says that, Kevin Brennan comes back and says Bob doesn't care. You're his fourth wife, not his last.
I know, that's pretty funny, dude, isn't it?
That's epic. And then Bob says, now you're just being a dick. And then Gina comes back and says, this world used to be fun. Now I just want to cry. So now, Bob Levy, you've made your wife, your wife's on the verge of tears because of you, because, you're selling out and you're pretty much a hack.
Well, here's how I see it is it was all cool when Bob was the big shot, and now that people are starting to take shots at them, it's different.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, Bob isn't the big guy. You know what I mean? No one's really scared of Bob Levy. You know what I mean? He was probably pretty impressive, when he was younger because he's a bigger dude or whatever. But no one's scared of crippled Bob Levy.
Bob
I saw
Levy
a picture of him driving. He looked like a senior citizen, like 10 and 2. Like, he didn't know what the fuck he's doing. Fuck Bob Levy. No one's scared of that guy.
Dude, first of all, Bob Levy got dropped by Danny Bonaducci 15 years ago in 2 rounds, much like Steel Toe Morning Show. We clown on Steel Toe, right? So, I mean, it's the same applies. Danny Bonaducci is like 6 inches smaller than Bob Levy. Not to mention, Bob Levy is like a 64-year-old man. Like, he's almost eligible to collect fucking Social Security. So, again, and he smokes like fucking a carton a day. No one should be scared of him. The only reason why I was kind of pro Bob Levy in the beginning, just because I seen him live. And it's different when you see somebody live as opposed to just seeing him on the screen day in and day out. When you see somebody live and you see what they're about, you're like, oh shit, like that dude fucking, he's a performer. And you can't take that away from Bob. Like he's really good live. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's another thing. It's like, if you can't stand for anything, you'll fall for nothing.
Yeah, I bet. And here's where the dichotomy is because I bet if I saw Bob Levy, like, let's say 5 nights in a row, 20-minute set, he could probably deliver killer sets, different sets, all 5 nights. And I find him really funny, but there's other things about him I don't like. Like some of the shit of his personality. I mean, like in reality, dude, Bob's a grandpa. He's not hurting.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm not threatening anyone. Bob acts like it's 64-year ass. Dude, if you kick him in the knee once, he'll tumble like the Twin Towers. Osteoporosis is going to kick in. He's done. All those fragile bones, he's just going to fall.
Detroit says, we were all out of our seats. Fist bumps were heard across the land. Honk Donuts Con says, I love me some Keena. Yeah, shout out to Keena. I know Keena's, typically a big Mud Shark fan. So, but shout out to Keena, though, for being in this chat and kind of just like going along with the punches, right? Because some people, when they hear, and this is the thing, man, when you hear somebody else come along and shit on the person that you enjoy watching, automatically you tune them out and you think that what they're saying is a lie and you think it's fake and you think they're haters and you think they're incels and you think they're but you never stop to listen to what they're actually saying because it actually might be true, right? And so I know a lot of people that watch us are like, how could you turn on Chad, or fuck you, man, the Mud Shark's the best. And it's like, again, the Mud Shark, and I said this at the top of the show, he's barely even a shark anymore. He's like a fucking, a little, like a clam, And it is what it is, man. He made his bed, now he has to lie in it. You could still support Chad, you could still watch Chad, just not on Cumia's Cucks, because again, Chad, if you try to boot up a Cumia's Cucks episode, the podcast SWAT team will be at your door before you could say Jim Florentine. Yes. All right? So let's just make one thing clear. Go ahead.
Well, yes, he can't do that anymore. We just saw him doing the hype train next to Cumia. Don't tell me Cumia's Cucks anymore. All the Cucks were there, and you were hype training with him. You thought you had a big victory. I can't believe it went down this way. But, that was really Shuli. I hope you got your Jew thing primed up, because that was really Shuli.
If I could be a Jew right now, I would be a Jew.
He was trying to wring the last shekel out of this whole event. That shit sucked the oxygen out of the internet for a week. You know what I mean? Like, nothing else mattered. And Shuli is like, oh my God, I got abused by Stut Joe, so I got to create a scenario where I can try and own him. It was sad.
Well, it's like an ego. What do they call it? Like when your ego takes a hit, essentially. It's like your ego's damaged, so therefore you have to like lash out.
Right.
Essentially, because you're so hurt emotionally. It's like you have to cope. Sorry, I'm going to force in a sound drop here, but it's a lot. It's surely coping to kind of save face, really.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. She's coping.
Jeff Closer says Sunday, 1:05 p.m. Cumia's Cucks. Yeah, we better not see it, Chad. Or
we'll be there.
And there goes Soft cutting me off. I mean, Soft, I will say you did well up to this point. No, you did well up to this point.
You know, I was just going to say, I've been trying really hard not to do that. I think I have done well.
You did a great job up until that point, though. I mean, you know, you can't, it's not every day you could pitch a perfect game or bowl a perfect game. You know, even the best sometimes swing and miss, right? As Stuttering John would say, swing and a miss. All right, so where do I want to go from here? Let me see here. I want to get into this Mazer character, dude, because again, Tony Mazer, give up podcasting. You're a worthless twerp. Your words mean nothing. Here, real quick, let's just prove it. Real quick, we'll go to Tony Mazer on YouTube. I think I want to switch gears to Tony Mazer.
All right, I like this guy.
You like this guy?
You know what I mean?
Are you a Mazer cuck?
I like watching this guy. I don't like.
That's better. Okay, so I can't believe this is even real. So Softcast has been doing YouTube really not seriously at all. Really, within the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you've been kind of doing YouTube seriously. This guy, Tony Mazer, has been in the business, the radio business, the podcasting business for years. Soft, venture to guess, and I'm curious to see by our audience, venture to guess, without looking, if I catch any of you motherfuckers going to Tony Mazer's YouTube channel right now and looking at his subscribers and posting the exact number, you're out of my chat. I'm blocking you. Soft, what is your guess on subscriber count by the one Anthony Mazer?
Oh my God, because he's associated with that show. I'm guessing like he's got over 1,000. I couldn't even. How many's he got? Dude, you're gonna.
Oh, wait! You said Tony Mazer has over 1,000 subscribers? Is that real?
I would think because he's on Shuli.
Tony Mazer. Are we talking about the same Tony Mazer?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how the subscribers work there. I would imagine no. If you just said like me versus him, I would say he's got like 18.
Okay, that's a little closer. David Skywalker coming in with 93. LL Cooley with 56. Kush King with 128. Brian says 8. That's a fair number. A nice even round number. Anybody else venture to guess Tony Mazer's subscribers without going to his YouTube channel right now? I'm looking. Soft guess is 18.
Yep.
Jeff Closer has the answer, the best answer. Jeff Closer says 2. And really, we could just put everything. Yeah, right.
He's a hater.
Doodle says 22. I'll take that. That's like 2 on steroids. It's the 2 movement on steroids is the number 22. No, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, the closest one would actually be LL Cooley. But in fact, Tony Mazer has 45 subscribers. 45 subscribers.
And he gets paid by Shuli?
No, wait, you're thinking of someone else. Tony Mazer isn't on the Shuli network.
Oh, he's with Chad, right?
Yes.
All right. So Tony Mazer. I've seen him on Chad's stuff, but it was really funny when he was like, "Oh, someone Venmo'd me $1.99." I was like, "No, they didn't." You know, I mean, the bit was ruined right then. Whatever it might have been, it was weird.
Well, this guy Tony Mazer, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh, Mondays with Mazer, right?
Yes. That's the famous Chad and Mazer show. And again, this is another red flag by the clam shark Chad Zumock. Is he's willing to keep this Tony Mazer around while simultaneously telling Ray DeVito that Ray DeVito does too many podcasts and he's overexposed in the podcasting game, but he can't say that about Tony Mazer, and so much so he brings Tony Mazer on once a week to do a show. It's like, I get it, you're friends, but I would never bring my friend, one of my good friends, on to do a podcast, right? Like, that's insane. It's like some people aren't made for podcasting, Tony Mazer being one of those guys. So
check this out though. I'm sorry for interrupting, but check this out. Tony Mazer looks like a young Chad. You know, watch it.
Tony Mazer, when he grows up, like when he gets in his adult years, he's probably like 30, in late 30s. But when he gets to his 50s, he probably aspires to be Chad Zumock. He probably looks at what Chad's doing now. He's like, oh my God, Chad, this guy David Chandler's gifting 3,000 memberships, and Chad's making so much money. He's like, if one day I could just be a little bit like Chad Zumach, I could die in peace. And that, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever are aspiring to be, first of all, like another internet man, first of all, you should just stop watching YouTube altogether. But to take it one step further, if you want to be anything like Chad Zumach, then we don't need you here. We don't need you in this chat. We don't need you in YouTube. Just leave. You know what I mean? It's like nobody should ever want to be Chad Zumach. But Tony Mazur wants to be like Chad Zumach, and it's a great point, Softcast. So Tony Mazur is also a little stupid, though, because Stuttering John's going to school him on math. Now, anytime you have somebody like Stuttering John schooling you on math, it's another reason, another example of why you're overexposed, why you're just an idiot, why you're a dumbass. And, you shouldn't be doing this thing we call broadcasting here. So let's get into it. This is Tony Mazur being an idiot.
This is my second 12-ounce. This is my second 12-ounce beer. I'm not even finished with it yet. But apparently,
don't make me do the math again.
No, here, Tony. If I have 2 beers in an hour, how many beers are in my system?
And that's not the question, Tony. It's not if I had 2 beers an hour, then that's it. He goes, oh, that's not bad. It's like, listen, you rat weasel. You almost pulled a Softcast on that one. You're just interrupting. You're just talking to hear yourself talk. It's like, shut the fuck up and listen. Like, you know who Stuttering John is? You might think of him as a buffoon, but this guy was on the Howard Stern show, a program that you worship and idolized. So maybe just shut the fuck up and listen and learn something here. Because, if, your wisdom is anywhere close to your math skills, then we know just how we could. Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Okay, what were you going to say?
I was going to say about this where he's trying to tell you how beer dissipates, like if I had 2 beers this hour, 1 is gone.
Well, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Because I want to open up to the audience and see what dummies we have here in the chat tonight. It's a very simple answer.
Yeah, well, okay. I just want to say that you've talked to me at noon and you've talked to me at midnight. And I don't care what Stuttering John says. They don't dissipate the way he says they do.
Okay, that's fine. We can agree to we could 2 things can be true at once. That could be true while simultaneously Tony Mazur is still a dumbass.
Yes. Oh, we're in total agreement.
Okay.
No, here, Tony. If I have 2 beers in an hour, how many beers are in my system if 1 beer dissipates every hour?
Well, it depends how much you have.
Okay, so if you have if you drink 2 beers and 1 beer dissipates every hour, and you drink 2 beers in an hour, chat, and I'll leave it up to Softcast, and I'm curious to hear again from our chat, how many beers would be in your system after that first hour? So you drink 2 in an hour, and as you're drinking in that hour, 1 dissipates in that hour. What are you left with? Soft, I'll open it up with you.
Well, you're left with
wait, real quick. In Stuttering John's logic,
right? According to John's math, then he would have had 1 beer.
Okay, I see Jeff Closer, LL Cooley coming in with 1. Now this is the only time 1 will be accepted in this chat.
Oh,
he goes, oh. Jeff Closer, David Skywalker says N. I guess to the second power. I don't know what that is. N/2.
Yes, there's a mathematical formula because the way it dissipates, because you're not drinking every beer on the hour. You're not drinking 2 beers and let 1 dissipate.
We'll do this. We're going to do this. Goss says, phone a friend, Sammy. So we'll take Goss' advice. Not that I'm named Sammy, but we're going to call a local pub here, and we'll see if they can get the answer. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds terrific. This will be fun.
All right. We'll call my local pub here in town. It's called Rax. Rax.
So you know these people, but they'll give you an honest answer as a bartender.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's hear this.
I think I got to hook this up through Bluetooth. Hold on.
John, how can I help you?
Yeah, how you doing? I just had a question. My friend John, Stuttering John, he's a little confused on something. Well, actually, he was trying to let my other friend, Tony Mazer, he was trying to let him know how many beers he had because he was worried about driving home because he was drinking and he didn't want to be drinking and driving. So he was just wondering if he had 2 beers in an hour and in every hour 1 beer dissipates, how many beers would be in his system?
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I'm going to give this one to my manager.
Okay, sounds good.
They got to get a manager for that.
She knows this is a prank.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, though. Like, she's like, hold on, let me get somebody here. All you do is bits, dude.
So they're getting a manager.
Oh, I don't think we'll, while we're waiting for the manager, I don't think we'll get to Chow tonight, but I'm starting a Dr. Chow's power rankings channel of my own. I'll take care of it, Chow. You can't fucking do it anymore. I don't know. You got too famous. Whatever.
Hi, this is Tia, manager at Rax. Can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Ron Burgundy. Last name Burgundy. Yeah. Yeah. So
Ron Burgundy, like Anchorman?
No. That's actually my stepson. But I just had a question because my friend didn't want to drink and drive tonight.
So this is a prank call, right?
No, it's not a prank call. Like, it's a serious question. It's a matter of life and death.
Okay.
So my friend was he didn't want to drink and drive. Listen, it's irrelevant what my name is. My name could be fucking Barney Rubble, right? My friend didn't want to drink and drive tonight. And since you guys serve liquor, you probably would know this question the best, really. So if he was drinking and he had 2 beers within an hour and 1 beer dissipates every hour, how many beers would actually be in his system?
So it doesn't matter if they dissipate or not. 2 beers per hour is still 2 beers per hour. So if he's here for 3 hours, he will still have a total. I mean, assuming that he gets 2 beers per hour, he would still have 6 beers in his system.
6 beers?
There's no I mean, if he has 2 each hour, he's here for 3 hours. 2 times 3 is 6.
Oh, no, but
Beers
yeah.
don't necessarily dissipate, and they change per person based on your
Body
BMI
mass
and how fast your metabolism is breaking down liquor.
Right.
So that's not something that anything that like we can guarantee and tell you.
Okay, yeah, no, you don't have to necessarily guarantee it. I'm just wondering, I'm phoning a friend, and let's just say 1 beer did dissipate, though, right? Let's just go along with me here. So if he drank 2 and 1 dissipated per hour, and he was just there for 1 hour, if he drank 2, 1 went away, how many would you be left with?
Beers don't go away.
Okay, but in this hypothetical, let's just say it did. In this one.
There's no hypothetical when it comes to alcohol, and I'm also not going to talk to a patron about hypothetical alcohol when alcohol safety is taken very seriously at any bar.
Well, that was really the proper response there. What would you say your name was? Tiffany?
Yeah.
Oh, Tiffany. Okay. Look, I apologize. I didn't mean to catch you off guard there. You seem like a lovely gal. I'm going to leave you a 5-star review. Don't mind this call. Just act like it never happened, and we'll go on our separate ways. All right, Tiffany, thank you for your participation in tonight's event here. We'll be drinking in solidarity to you.
Burgundy. You enjoy tonight.
I certainly will, Tiff. Goodbye. You're not going to play a bit on me, you fucking whore.
An honest answer as a bartender.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's hear this. I wanted to say something nice to Tiffany, but she was ready to get off the phone, it seemed like.
Well, dude, she was taking everything so fucking literal. But ladies and gentlemen, that's Tiffany from my local pub. She took it very seriously. Like, Jesus Christ. Talk about a bit blown up in my face.
Next time you were there and play her the audio, she's going to be like, man, I could have played that up way more.
Right. Like, Tiff, come on, baby girl. What are we talking about here? I was trying to prove a point how dumb Tony Mazer was. But I guess according to Tiffany, he'd have 6. How does that even work out into your favor? 6 beers? It's like, I didn't mention anything about 3 hours. He was going to be staying for 3 hours. You know, she's like, oh yeah, he would actually have 6. It's like, can't we just play along here? Like, what the fuck? All right, but that was Tiffany, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be so rude to her.
Yeah, well, I was going to say about this is many people know me, and they've seen me at noontime, and they've seen me at nighttime, and I have video evidence that John's dissipation theory is not true. You guys can watch me.
Citizen M says, Softcast, don't go to war with Chow. He's crafting an internet personality. You get too angry.
Oh my. I don't even want to get into this. I'll deal with this privately.
You brought it up.
No, I don't care. I don't care about Chow. Here's my whole thing: is I don't care about your community theater improv workshop bullshit you're doing on here. I don't care about your character. I don't care about Dr. Chow the same way I don't care about Hipstar. Fuck your characters. I don't give a shit. I ain't got time for it. Sorry, it might be fun, but I don't care.
Jeff Closure says, so what is the answer? Well, the answer, I mean, if we were playing along with this theory, the Stuttering John theory that somehow Tiffany's now involved in from my local pub, the answer would be 1. And that's the only time I'm ever going to promote the number 1 here on this show ever again. So all you One Nation guys, get fucked. Mutic Growl says, I'm 2 hours behind, but I'm going to comment like it's live. Well, that's, hey, Mutic Growl, do it how, however you want to do it, Mutic Growl. We don't begrudge anybody who's late or who's on time. Bon Levy says, the 6 beers was a hypothetical.
Hey, I want to tell you this, John, because I was talking to Ian Hawk in the Nobody Likes Onion server, and then I think it was Breamy Cutters says he thinks
who's Breamy Cutters, dude? You act like I know this person.
Oh
yeah, it's just Mr. Cutters, Breamy Cutters. Like who?
No, but there's people in here that know that. I don't even know if that was him. It might have been someone else. But anyway, what's relevant to you is this guy wants to do another drink off with me.
Well, let's set that up real quick. Let's read. Hold on. I'm going to read this one. Dime Card says, answer is 6, we all learned. That's, yeah. Tiffany, good sport, Tiff. Citizen M, Chow is building a brand. You're going to have an aneurysm fighting him.
Oh, I'll be fine. Trust me.
All right.
Not worried about it.
All right, let's get back into this Mazar because I have a couple Mazer clips I want to get to. I want to get into K-Cuck and I want to get into Steel Toe. We have a new Steel Toe game we're going to be rolling out here on tonight's show. It's a lot of audience participation that goes into this game, so I need everyone here to participate. But let's get through Mazer, and we might do Steel Toe after, and we'll save K-Cuck for last because K-Cuck, man, that show, I mean, it's holding on by a thread. It's as Bon Jovi said, whole living on a prayer is K-Cuck. But we do have Mr. Warris here in the building tonight. There's Corey. Oh. Fuck, now he's not going to be able to sit up on himself. He's not going to be able to suck his own dick. All right, that's good. There's Corey right there. All right, let's get back into Mazer.
Have to urinate. Do you have like a thing?
I'm asking you to do simple math here.
I'm with Stuttering John on this one because Tony Mazer's acting like Tiffany, the fucking person we just called. He's like thinking way too much into this. If you drank 2 beers in an hour, 1 goes away every hour. What are you left with? 2 minus 1.
If I have 2 beers in 1 hour, and in 1 hour 1 beer dissipates, how many beers do I have?
It should go down. You should be on an even keel, like good enough where you get like maybe a slight buzz.
Can anyone answer this fucking question?
I would let you drive me home.
I'm on 1 beer, but this is an IPA. This is a little bit more than Coors.
There's a little kick to
it's
that.
Like a humble brag from Tony. Oh, I'm on 1 beer, but this one's an IPA. It's got a little bit of a better kick than Coors. It's like nobody cares, Tony Mazer, about your IPA.
I've got a Pittsburgh Improv glass. Did you ever perform at the Pittsburgh Improv, John?
Yes.
Me too.
John's getting frustrated.
Tony, if I have, I'm going to do this one.
Hey, Tony, don't be a fucking idiot. Just pay attention.
I did it I did it. I did it 3 times for Chad. I'll do 3 times for you.
Tony's dumber than me.
That's for sure.
I'm a moron. I'm a college dropout.
Now, if I have
Tony, pay attention.
2 beers, but I had 2 beers in 1 hour, and then we already know that every hour 1 beer leaves your system. Then how many beers do I have in my system?
I'm gonna say 1.
Oh God! Yes.
Fucking idiot! You fuck. Oh,
finally!
I'm just.
No, you got it right.
Finally.
So now you have to understand everyone who's sitting there saying like, "Oh man, Tony's just leaning." Tony wasn't leaning into the bit. Tony is actually that stupid, and it took him fucking 5 guesses to get it right. Tony's a little fucking shrimp. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Do I have another Mazer clip I want to pull up? Oh yeah, well we could go from one Mazer clip to the next. Now, hype trains are nothing of a shortage. This is we watched Shuley and everyone else do a hype train on the Uncle Rico show. Now let's watch Stuttering John, Chad, and Tony do a hack hype train performance. And just keep your eyes on Tony. You know what? I actually think Tony might be a little, swings both ways if you catch my drift, Softcast.
Oh, yes. Let's check out his moves. That'll tell us.
I mean...
yeah, he's got some flow.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, look at that, bro. Look at that face. It's
That
all right,
guy-
Tony. Look, Tony, it's all right if you like to, shove massive black dicks in your mouth. I mean, I don't like to do that, but if you like to, that's fine. I don't discriminate. But again, it's just another one of these guys. It's like, just admit it to yourselves and admit it to everyone else, and then you'll be happier. Your content will reflect. You'll go from 45 subs to probably like 100,000. You could team up with the likes of Gino Bisconti, hashtag Gino's a lib, hashtag Gino's triple vaxxed, hashtag Gino voted for Hillary and Biden. So it's just like, just admit it to yourself, man.
Dance, Tony, dance!
Dude.
What's that?
Mazer wants to peel off his shirt and fucking dance.
Yeah, he wants like rub his nipples and fucking,
Right.
Fucking silent mind.
Like, all right, this guy should not podcast ever again. You know what I mean? It's like you should be praising the ground that Stuttering John is walking on before you. Like, you know what I mean? It's just so disingenuous, Tony Mazer. You're finally put on a stage. You're doing shows with John and Opie and all these guys. And then you fucking spit right in their face. Tony's a fucking just a malicious guy. Well, actually, I don't know. Tony might be a really good guy. I actually have no idea. I'm just speculating on what I'm watching on the screen here. He just doesn't seem like he holds true to his word. Like, if given the opportunity to sell out and stab someone in the back for an extra little bit of, shekels, he would do so.
Oh, I think we could steal Tony Mazer very easily from Chad. It would be very easy.
Hashtag 2Nation, Tony Mazer.
Yeah, we could steal that guy very easy because he wants to be famous. He doesn't want a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wants to be famous, which is the big difference.
Keena K says, Mazer can't fuck. That's for damn sure. Omom says, this guy fucks. All right, so a little contradictory there. Chad is gay, or Chad is a gay, says pretty sexy fun. Mud Sharks Unite says Piazza. Kush King says, so laughing at Keena K. So that's the first crosstalker we caught all night was Kush King.
Oh.
You know what that means, Kush King? Look at John's face. Yeah, LL Cooley, it might be ridiculous. It might be funny to laugh at. Look, I'm not interested in, shitting on John. I mean, it probably was hilarious. It probably was idiot, just very stupid and funny to look at. But it's like, It's hack. Because, like, look who's making fun of John. You know?
Right.
W-Man says, Bex rocks. They'd be more entertaining if someone cut together a montage of all of them.
I wanted to say, sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to say that, like, you and I have talked about it before, but the quality of chatter in this show is very good.
Oh, we have the best chat on the net. Hands down. Best chat on the net. All right. I forgot about this Gino stuff. So we might have to flip-flop some things around. We might do Gino, we might do Steel Toe, and then we'll do K-Cuck on the way out. I also have an Opie clip I want to play, but I might save that. I have this Logan Paul stuff. I have this King Cobra guy I want to get into, but I might save that for the rest of the week because I want to get to Steel Toe. I want to get to Gino, and I want to get to K-Cuck. Good.
Well, I was gonna say the Gino shit is very funny, and you know why? That whole show was great. So I hope we squeeze that in.
Yeah, I want to get to Gino next. I'm just trying to clear out some tabs here. I have way too many tabs. All right, it's Steel Toe. That's Chad. Steel Toe again. Chad and Stuttering John. We can exit out.
Now, you quit talking to yourself, and I'll tell people that you and I were talking at the time this was going on. Because the thing is I went live after Bedabblers on Saturday. I was hoping to have some fun with Gino, and he didn't go live on Saturday. But then he went live on Sunday. And John and I were talking about it. And then there was some tomfoolery that ensued. It was very funny. And Gino is so clueless. What a fucking retard.
Well, like I said at the top of the show, man, again, I was not in that chat yesterday. We're going to do Gino now. I see Dr. Chow says do Gino. Yeah, we're going to do Gino now. Dude, I was not even in that chat last night. Not even in that chat, in Gino's chat. And his...
Now, wait, let me set this up because everyone knows my alt account, some of my more aforementioned alt accounts, and everyone knows I have a win by 2-1, right? So I was in there talking.
Well, here, let's put this out there. That, yes, you have a win by 2-1, but also simultaneously, there was another win by 2-1 in there that wasn't me. So now there's at least confirmed 2 win by 2 alt accounts going around causing mayhem.
Right, so I was in the chat, and then I'm talking to you on Twitter, and I go, "Oh shit, I see." You said, "All right, I'm watching now," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I see you're there. I'll switch accounts." You know what I mean? And then you're like, "That's not me." And this other alt win by 2 and I were having some good fun with Gino. It was pretty good. It was pretty funny.
Let's see. Hold on. Dr. Chow says, I'm interviewing Gino tomorrow, so I need ideas besides just breaking down the money laundering. Yeah, we're going to give you some ideas now, Dr. Chow. And I see Leo Gunn says, Mesa reminds me of Ben Shapiro, the same stuffy, preppy voice. Let's see. Shane M coming in with the $10. We appreciate that. Shane M says, some settings on your channel may be wrong. I gave a super chat a few minutes ago that never showed on screen.
Oh, wait, John, that is true, because I super chatted you tonight and it never showed up either.
Really?
Yep.
Because it's not... That's weird, because I'm looking at all the super chats now and members, and I don't see them on StreamYard. Yeah, that showed up on screen, and it wasn't anything even a little... Wait. Showed on screen, and it wasn't anything even a little bad? Oh, what you were saying, it's not anything like... that was bad, like, you know, fuck or this or that.
Yeah. No, I didn't say anything bad either. But yeah, I super chatted you tonight, and I checked my account and it took the money out, but it never showed on. Yeah, it never showed on screen.
Okay, how much did you super chat?
Just like $2, just fucking with you.
Well, I was gonna say maybe it was the amount, but beloved chatter I got for $1.99, Sam V $1.99 and 99 cents, or Toucan Sam was 99 cents. So that's what. So is YouTube fucking sabotaging me? Is Softcast sabotaging me with YouTube?
I have internet partners everywhere, dude. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, you're working with the fucking the Shulies of the world.
If I could be a Jew right now, I would be a Jew.
Well, Shane, we appreciate you letting us know that. I don't know if that's a settings thing. I just think I don't know what that would be. I've never heard of that.
I don't know either, but yeah, the money's gone from my account, and that super chat never posted.
Let me see something here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about this, but this is kind of crazy because that means people might have been super chatting me all along. I could have been getting rich, but instead, I'm not. They're trying to hold me down and fucking make sure I am a slave for the rest of my life. No, I'm just kidding. But that's insane.
Well, now it's because you're growing out your beard, so now it looks like a Muslim podcast.
Wow. So what are you saying? Do you hate the Muslims, Softcast? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying like you're like it's a terrorist show now.
It's a terror show. Ooh.
Taking on everyone. I don't know where I was going with that, but
yeah. See, Jeff Closer just super chatted $1.99 says test. Now that came in. We'll take. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say no to test super chats. But.
Right. Let's get some more test super chats in there for John. But I'm just saying I sent you one and it never came up.
We appreciate that, Jeff Closer, but I don't. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's weird. So you're saying? Are you sure you would super chat at this account?
Dude, I'm absolutely sure. And they took the money out of my bank. I checked, and the super chat never came up.
You sure you didn't super chat like Osama bin Laden's ghost? Like, yeah.
Well, there might have been some confusion with your new beard here. I mean,
fuck you with the beard jokes. All right, we get it.
I didn't know this was a hello podcast.
The Italians do have more blood. Ray Tard the Untrainable says, "Not any opportunity King Cobra had trolls fucked with girlfriends. The two he had jobs, all types of shit. Now King Cobra is a broken person that huffs air duster and drinks his life away." Yeah, Ray Tard the Untrainable. So this is another guy I want to get into. I'm going to save him for the next show though, because tonight, I mean, we're already 3 hours in. By the time we do Steel Toe, Gino, and K-Cuck, we're probably going to do 4.5 hours. But this King Cobra guy, this was recommended to me by somebody, and just he goes live and he's like feeding deers. He's like eating Burger King. You know, he's doing the most random shit on a live stream. It's very insane. And when you get a hold of this guy, when you finally see him, I think it will be the new guy. I'm very excited to bring him on the next show, but we will do that next show.
Oh, dude, sorry to interrupt again. See, now I'm all self-conscious. But yeah, dude, new people, that's what you and I kind of do. Not always looking for the same old shit everyone else is covering. That's boring.
Oh, I see Dr. Chow says, hey, it's not a big deal. Move on. Speaking about the... Hey, Dr. Chow?
Dr. Chow, you don't matter.
When it comes to 99-cent super chats, it's a big deal. No, but he's right. Yeah, we're gonna move on. But yeah, let me know if that's happening again. Thank you for Shane M to for pointing that out. All right, so let's get back into the show. All right. So I want to go into this Gino stuff. So we found out that Gino actually is a terrible driver. Him and Keanu were heading towards. They were doing a comedy show over the weekend, and Gino was driving, and Keanu decides to boot up a live stream because now all these people that do live streams, Gino, Keanu, King Cobra, all these guys that do live streams, Corey Adam, Walking with the Wires, anytime they have an opportunity to go live, they go live away from their show. And it's like, nobody wants to see you that much. You're not that important. You know what I mean? The same goes for like food pictures. I spoke about this on the last show or 2 shows ago. It's like, nobody cares about your food pictures. You know what I mean? It's very remarkable shit. I don't know why people feel the need to film themselves 24/7 when you're not like Britney Spears or Leonardo DiCaprio or fucking Bono. You're not any of these guys. You're Keanu Thompson. You're Corey Adam. You're meaningless in this universe. I'm not saying I'm fucking the end all be all. I'm meaningless too, but you don't see me filming my food or going live any chance I get. Like there's something about that. It just screams like attention grabbing whore. You know what I mean?
I do. Yes. I do. Everyone's trying to Dude, I hate it. Everyone's trying to like glom on to what everyone else is doing. No one's trying to do their own thing. It's all, and they're selling themselves out. Here's the thing about Keanu, since we're talking about it. Like, I made that video where I posted. I had a couple pictures from her OnlyFans where she was showing her nipples or whatever, and then she's like, "Oh, he's a creep now." And it's like, no, I'm not a creep. I mean, the only thing you're mad about is like I showed the pictures to people that didn't give you $7. Like I did. You know what I mean? So it was weird. They're like, "No, you're a creep." Wait. So I shared them. So if I gave them to you and you had also joined our OnlyFans, then it wouldn't be creepy,
right?
Wait,
by the way, did you just super chat again?
Oh yeah, that's the second one. That's not the first.
So that one I got. This show is better with Softcast, which I would highly disagree with, but we appreciate the super chat. Soft. All right. So, but anyhow, yeah, no, I do agree with that. It's not creepy because it's her content that she's putting out there anyway, and you were just kind of making a goof about it. I could see why people would think that. So I could see both sides, is what I'm saying. I could see why people would think it's creepy, because on one end, if they don't know it's all for the bit, they would think it's entirely fucking just like predatory almost, or not predatory, but just like stalkerish, I guess.
Yeah, but that's not how it came down. Like
but I know that. I know that. I'm saying the average person. Think about what they're thinking. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying which way or the other I'm siding with. I'm just saying like that is just the reality of it.
Yeah. I joined her OnlyFans on Win by 2 as
you
a
what?
bit.
You did
I
what?
joined her.
Oh, I thought you said I joined her.
No, I joined her OnlyFans on Win by 2 as a bit, just because it was funny. And then I pulled some clips down, and now all of a sudden they start saying, "Oh, he's a creep because he posted the pictures that people are supposed to pay $7 for." That's no different than like if you post something behind Patreon, which we all do all the time. You know what I mean? Your OnlyFans isn't sacrosanct because you show your nipples. Fuck you, grow up.
Garth Brooks says, but yeah, that's a little creepy. So
no, it's not. Go see the video. Go watch the video. Tell me if it's creepy.
Well, see, that's the thing. On the surface, I'll say this. On the surface, it sounds creepy. It sounds like you're doing it for your own personal benefit, if you could catch my drift. Your own personal pleasure. But I know, but again, and people who watch your channel, they know that it was made into a funny sort of bit or a funny video. But to the person who doesn't, who let's just say somebody who doesn't know you, and they hear about, oh, Softcast, signed up to this OnlyFans and posted a video of her tits. Like, just think about how that sounds. I'm not a fan of Keanu. I'm not sticking up for Keanu. I'm just giving you devil's advocate on this one.
Yeah, but I think, and that's why she can say what she wants. But I think anyone, I'll go tell them to look at that clip. There's a couple pictures of her showing her nipples in the beginning, and then it's like a 10-minute clip where really I'm making fun of her. The others, it's just the opening. It's dumb. And they tried to frame it like I was a creep. I don't really care that much. I just thought it was a weird flex.
Jeff Closure says you're too old.
Oh, am I? Everyone says I'm too old, but all you young guys watch people my age podcasts. So I don't know.
Well, I guess just in this instance, I mean, look, it could go either way. If there wasn't a bit behind it, Soft, I'd be like, yo, look, I might have to distance myself from you, but I get what you were trying to do. So, I mean, like I said, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Doodle says, ew. All right.
Go watch it. I don't care. If you guys don't like it and you guys think I'm creepy, then I think you're idiots. Go watch it. I don't care.
All right. Let's continue, though. So we find out, we were talking about people booting up live streams just for the sheer fact because they're bored and they have really nothing else to do. So they boot up these live streams. So before we get to that, we have to set it up by this. So Keanu and Gino, they were doing a show. I think in Morris Plains, New Jersey, with Chrissy Mayer, obviously the Grinch who stole Christmas, Chrissy Mayer.
Yeah.
And now on the surface, this picture is what we get, a posted picture on Twitter. It seems harmless, right? Now, Softcast, can you pick up the thing that doesn't belong here in this picture?
Let's see. Oh,
come on. I know you see it.
No, I don't. What is it? Hold on. I'm looking at it in a small window.
Maybe double click it.
All right, let me see.
Not sure. It says, well, Gino. Yeah. Gino doesn't belong in this picture. Come on. Look, guys, it's right there. Don't think about this too hard. Don't look at the background. Look at the people in the picture. Look what they're wearing. Citizen M says, Keanu is gross. I agree. The phony pony.
You're talking about the Crocs, right?
The Crocs. Look at those fucking toe stuffers.
Dude, they stood out to me immediately, but I was like, John can't be talking about that.
Yes. Yes. I'm talking about the not only the Crocs. The Crocs are fine. It's the toeless Crocs. The orange toeless Crocs that I have an issue with. I mean, this looks like a jack-o'-lantern, like fucking vomited on a pair of fucking, slides, and this is what
Look
we
at
came
how
up with.
gross his feet are. Like his right foot, look how dirty it is compared to his left foot.
And not to mention, look at this little pinky toe. It looks like it's like trying to escape Alcatraz in this photo,
Gino's a genetic freak. Look at his other toe. Now see the color of that toe now.
Ew, it's like fucking purple.
Yeah.
I had kids to take care of this weekend. I was having fun.
Wait for it.
Thing is, Gino's a bitch.
Anyway, sorry. Anytime I could play multiple sound drops, I will. But yeah, so the Crocs in this, again, I don't know why you feel this is the need. And look at Keanu's. I mean, I don't want to get, too incelish here, but you posted the picture and we're going to comment on it. Free game. But just.
And she is wearing that same shirt that we commented before on Win by 2 that she it was obvious she cut the heart out so to show her cleavage, which we'll see if there's some coverage, but that's her homemade shirt that we noted a month ago.
I'm really starting to believe Keanu's actually, she's not a female. She actually might be a tranny, and that's fine.
Yeah,
if you want to be a tranny, you want to chop off your nuts, or you want to grow a dick or whatever, that's fine. That's all fine and good. Just admit it to yourselves and then admit it to your audience. But until I see some sort of proof, anyone could fake tits, right? Especially small tits. Anyone could fake those. So we need to see a little bit more proof. I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know what's appropriate or not. But it's like just every time I look at her, it just looks like I'm seeing a 5 o'clock shadow coming in. I'm seeing some fucking an Adam's apple starting to bulge. It's just very creepy. And it wouldn't surprise me if Gino went that way. Obviously, we know Gino's a liberal. Gino is vaxxed 3 times over. He's voted for Hillary, Biden, Obama. And so those kind of values and moral values kind of align with somebody like Keanu.
And he simps for her so hard, if she says anything like, oh my God, I think I tooted. He'll be like, honey, you're so funny, baby.
Right, right.
He's such a simp for her.
Oh,
it's
babe.
Sad to watch, dude.
Oh, lovey-dove.
Right.
Come here, Pookie Poo. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You're a grown 57-year-old man.
Exactly, dude. It's so fucking disgusting. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Jeff Closer says, you're probably right. Yeah, I mean, sue me if I'm wrong. Strike my channel if I'm wrong. Earl Skakel says, any puss in here? Zumach for life. Oh, wow. All right, so we have a Zumachian for life willing to stick his neck out for Chad Zumach, which, by the way, Earl Skakel was banned. Or was blocked. I shouldn't say banned, but was blocked by Chad Zumach. Is willing to stick his neck out there for the one they call he's not a mud shark anymore. He's a clam. He's a clam. He's not even a clam shark. He's just a clam.
Clam.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even a shark, dude. You're just a clam.
Just a fucking, like a seashell,
You just sit there until someone finds you. You're all done.
You're washed up. But hey, welcome to the show, Earl Skakel. Glad you could join us, man. I seen that Dr. Chow little mirror podcast, and you and Lil Mir were kind of going at it. That was pretty nuts.
Dude, that was very funny because Dr. Chow was like, we know you're a comedy legend at at the Comedy Store, and you're good friends with Pauly Shore and his mom Mitzi and all this shit. And then Skakel was like, he's like, well, I've only met Mitzi once, we're not really friends.
And the one time I met her was at her funeral. So how many times did I really meet her, R.I.P. Mitzi Shore. That wasn't whatever. God says, I bet they call each other Schmoopy? Schmoopy. Is that supposed to be like a cute word that you call your spouse? Earl's Gagger says, Chow man for life. Mud Sharks Unite says, Mud Sharks for life. Wow, so we got a couple Mud Sharks teaming up.
Oh, yeah, some sharks in here?
Well, that's fine. You could have all the sharks in here. Just know we buried Cumia's Cucks today. And I'll display it again on the screen. Cumia's Cucks is no more. Earl and Mud Sharks Unite and everyone else who is willing to go to the end of the world for the one they call Clam Zumok.
Go ahead and do another Cumia's Cucks.
I dare you. I triple dog dare you to do another one. Anywho, Patrick Melton. Thanks, Pat. Always adding so much to the conversation. All right, so let's do... All right, so this is what they look like on stage. Again, just more of an example of Keanu looking out of place. There's that shirt we talked about.
Yeah, and do you have that gross picture I sent you of where Chrissy looks so fucking...
Yeah, wasn't it this one?
Like totally yuck. Yeah, look at her.
He says, what does that mean? Imagine our audio listeners right now. Like, what does she look like? Like, what does that mean?
I mean, who's going to tell you? I wasn't thinking of our audio listeners, but who's going to tell you that's a babe? You know what I mean? That's a fucking...
Gino would tell you that's a babe.
She's a rolled up old troll. Chrissy Mayer's done. Oh my God, dude.
And this is a rolled up old troll. That's a first. This is courtesy of Gino, though. Gino, in this description, says, hey, MLC podcast. Remember the time you fagged out of doing a set here last month? So Levy, sir, canceled the show. Shame. Great room. Dojo comedy.
Yeah, that's Tiff's Grill and Ale Bar or something. Tiff's. That's
Soft.
the Dojo of comedy. So it's in
Soft.
Yep.
I think this is breaking news, but I do think I see a bulge in Keanu's skirt.
That makes more sense.
And that's a fucking fact.
Well, it could be. I don't know. That's all speculation. Again, sue me if I'm slandering you right now. I'm just speculating. So let's get into the Gino podcast. So they go to this Dojo of comedy. They do some kind of crazy show. Oh, yeah. I have this video of them live streaming.
Now, here's the thing they do. I noticed this. Like, Chrissy was the headliner at this show. And then Keanu says, I'm the feature. What's the fucking feature? You're an opener or you're the headliner? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is there like is it John DiCaprio and Soft Weekly and then 4 other podcasters? It's just, you're not the feature. You're an opening act. Deal with it.
Keanu looks terrified in this live stream here. So this is them going to that. I just want to play a couple seconds of this just to kind of set the stage for Gino's Grat Cast. And then Soft, I think after the Grat Cast, I'm going to take a break. I think I might cut you loose. And then I'm gonna finish Steel Toe and K-Cuck.
Oh, that sounds good.
So
I mean, your numbers will go down, but whatever.
Wow, my numbers will go down, he says. You willing to bet on that?
We'll see. I don't know how to track them, but, people love me.
Hashtag 2 movement. All right, so let's just watch a couple seconds of this, set the stage for this Grat Cast number 6.
Cars with boys with Drew Bears.
Now that's irrigation right there. But me and my brother, by the way, Max Loads will be at the show tonight. How great is that?
So keep your eyes on Gino. First of all, you're driving, and you're not just driving with yourself. You're driving with another human being who's scared out of her fucking mind. You don't have your hands on the wheel. You're driving on the parkway. And it's like, you know, if we have any state troopers or any cops, I'm not one to snitch, but it's like, you know, is this not reckless driving?
Yeah.
I'm not a wizard of the law or anything, but I mean, surely you're doing 90 miles an hour with no hands on the wheel.
Dude, we have a law in Michigan now that you can't have your phone in your hand at all while you're driving.
Yeah.
It's
well, we're gonna find out that he actually had his phone in his hand. He was watching like the game. He was watching fucking MLC, being just very irresponsible and reckless.
Gonna get him to do some time.
Look, he's looking everywhere but the road.
Maximus Lotimus.
Vermont Chatter says, with our toward host Keanu. Thank you. I am very toward.
Quite.
Look.
Quite.
Ooh. A lot of corn here.
Corn to your family. There's so you all will be revealed.
Good. Yeah, you got to watch the whole.
I really didn't even
Look, she looks like she needs a Xanax of how crazy Gino's driving.
remember that we even touched on Bobby. We were talking about the history of my family, even.
Wait, can you pause for a second? Whose car is that? Because Gino.
It's probably a rental. It's a rental.
Yeah, it's got to be a rental. Gino doesn't own a car that nice, and neither does Keanu.
Well, leather seating, leather interior is very misleading because you could have nice leather interior on the inside, but the outside could be like a 2001 Kia Saturn. You know what I mean?
Right, but you know what I'm saying. That's not his car, dude.
No. It might even be. It's not a rental. We're giving Gino too much credit. It was probably he borrowed it from Cumia or something.
All right,
Savage,
go on.
Marshall Beaupre, Mickey, of course, and Gino. Chrissy has Jackie Martling on the show now, and his internet connection sucks, but a great interview. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be streaming right now, actually.
Falls the lizard.
So again, Gino, you're driving with your future, whatever she is to you.
Yeah, look, he's not even looking at the road. Look at him.
Look at his face. Oh my God. Like that is scary. That's like a shapeshifter, right? Is Gino a shapeshifting liberal?
He's triple vaxxed.
That's what look at the fucking cerebral palsy going on in his face. That's what happened when you get fucking not 1, not 2, but 3, Pfizer vaccines. Anyhow, so yeah, Gino doesn't pay attention to the road. Is going to cause a little riffing between him and Keanu. So then we get the Grat Cast numero 6. Now, again, I want to preface this by saying I was not in this chat. I think I tuned in maybe an hour into the show, but I did not chat the whole time. Soft has a win by 2 alt. We'll out him now because he outed himself earlier. And there's another win by 2 alt account that goes around and causes mayhem and disrupts the flow of shows and tries to, just mix things up a little bit. And they did the same to Gino here on this Grat Cast. Now, there was, between Softcast and this other win by 2, Gino cannot stop mentioning win by 2 and how much we're no by. Again, it's the same argument, Gino. We've been going over this for 3 months. It's like, you say you're this broadcasting legend. You're not, but you say that you are. So whatever, I'll entertain that idea for a second. But it's like, can we use some different comebacks? Like, why is it always, the people that have been in this game the longest, they use these same exact comebacks for months? It's like, first of all, it wasn't even a good comeback to begin with. Second of all, it's been 5 months. You've used the same one. We're nobodies. We get it. All right, let's move on. Let's try something else.
Can I say before we get into it, what was very funny is I don't know which one of my win by 2 alt or the other guy were in there first, but we started commenting, and I was talking to you on Twitter, remember? And you were like, "All right, I'm watching now," and I go, "Oh shit, I'm in there as you. I'll jump out." Remember that?
Right.
Yeah, but that wasn't you.
No.
And what I just found out tonight is that dude thought I was you, which is even funnier. Hold
on, Chad. Chad, why we were live here? Let's just go to this real quick because this is sort of topic of what we're talking about. But Chad Wire Life says there are two sides to every story in a feud. I always defended the underdog during wow, now he's taking my lines. Wow.
Oh, dude, he's watching this show.
Wow.
He's watching this
He's definitely
show.
watching.
Yeah.
He says, however, in the past 2 weeks, that changed after being held hostage and manipulated by Stuttering John. Again, Chad does this a lot. He plays the victim in a lot of these situations. It's like, Chad, you knew what you were getting into with Stuttering John. It's not like all of a sudden you were expecting one thing and then Stuttering John started acting a completely different way. Like, this is who Stuttering John has been and always will be. You know what I mean? You can't teach an old dog new tricks, Chad. And you have to know that going into it. If not, I mean, I don't feel sympathy from you, but he always he always does this shit with the sympathy card. He always, and I hate to even agree with Melton, but it's like Melton, you know, well, he didn't say that exact same thing, but you know, he said things similar, and it's true, man. It's like, just again, just accept accountability and know that you did wrong, man, and you fucked up. But he goes on to say all the rumors are true about him, and all. So I guess I'm not going to get on him for misspelling because I misspell and misspeak a lot.
Oh yeah, don't do that. We're not the.
I'm not the grammar Nazi over here. But he goes about him, and all pylons are warranted. He is a terrible person. Wow. So he's saying Stuttering John is a terrible person, but Chad, I guess, thinks as himself as a fucking a saint, Saint Zumak. Soft, I love when you are stumped. You just
no. Sometimes I don't know if it's my time to come in. I'm trying to be nice. I interrupt. I've been told.
Some would say that's what got you fired.
Right, but so I'm trying to figure it out. But Chad is on the island now because all those other shows are done with him. I don't think they don't want anything to do with him. They might have him on for a second for a few super chats, but Chad's done, dude.
Check this out. I think Addicted to Profits, which he went away into hiding, but I think he's watching this show and not chatting because, well, look what he just posted. Can you see that?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like it looks like some kind of like meat or something.
Look at it. What is it? Shells.
Oh yeah.
Clams, mussels.
Clams, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Addicted to Profits. He did not like me like in other chats.
Not a lot of people do, Soft.
Well, those people are dumb.
Let's see. I'm just.
I think I'm one of the most honest brokers on the internet. You know what I mean? I talk shit, but I mean, some people don't like I drink too much. Some people don't like I do this or that, or I say whatever I say. But I think everyone trusts me. I'm not beholden to anyone. I don't give a shit about any of you motherfuckers.
All right. Sorry, I was just catching up, just seeing if anything interesting was breaking on Twitter. All right, so let's get back into Gino. This is Grat Cast number 6. So Goss says oysters, dork. All right, well, it's the same family, guy. You don't have to be so fucking. Wait, where is that? Yeah, there she is. Oysters, dork. All right, yeah, well, get it. I'm 3.5 hours into a show. I'm fucking a little tipsy. Mussels, clams, oysters. Are they not all the same thing? I mean, they're all the fucking shellfish family, you know? Anywho, hopefully we can move on and God's not holding my feet to the fire because I got oysters and clams mixed up. God forbid.
Dude,
God forbid. See what I did there?
Dude, I'm from Michigan, too. Like, I'm inland. You know what I mean? We don't have saltwater shit here. I don't give a fuck about what you guys do over there in fucking crazy New Jersey area. No one cares.
Colt C says, they aren't, but whatever. Yeah, well, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know. Whatever. They taste the same to me. You throw some butter on them and you dip them in some sauce, and it's like I'm chewing meat at the end of the day. John is getting schooled. Yeah, Jeff Closer, because I don't know my fucking what is it? My fucking shellfish game. I apologize. I don't pig out on oysters. Not saying you guys do, but Holy fuck, dude. Imagine me mixing up clams and oysters.
Well, if
and
this
that
was
being a big deal.
If this was a more one-centric show, we might be able to tune it up. You know what I mean? And like fine-tune it some.
God says, educate yourself on the fruits of the sea, goober. God, I will. God, I'll do it after. Should we do it now? Should we just like do a whole educational breakdown on what an oyster, the difference between an oyster and a clam?
No, we can do a bonus episode.
A members only. What's the difference? Oysters and clams. Find out next week on In the Pain Podcast.
We got to do Gino, dude, because everything on Gino was funny as fuck. We got to do it.
All right, now LL Cooley's just showing off. He goes, I like nose clams. Dr. Chow says, Softcast is calling someone dumb. Wow.
Oh, that's fine. I think people that know me would disagree with you. I'm not dumb. I'm drunk, but I'm not dumb.
God says, not just teasing. Yeah, I know, God. I know. It's no worries. But you've left me a lot to think about. You left me a lot to think about. I might have to reevaluate my whole fucking knowledge of this sea. Maybe, maybe I'll have to get educated on the fruits of the sea. But that's either here or there. It's not about the fruits of the sea, whatever. It's clams, it's mussels, it's bears, oh my. It doesn't matter. It's all irrelevant. Let's get back into Gino, because Gino's who we're laughing at today. It's not about my knowledge of what fucking food I eat. Sometimes it is, but not really. All right, let's get back into it. Gino, shut up. Let's get into it.
Hey.
Oops, I hit the wrong button. Oh, no, I didn't.
Hey the fuck, hey everyone. Welcome to fucking Grat Cast. Hey, I did the sound check. Oh, that's beautiful. It's good to be home. Let me say this, people. It's good to be home. It's good to be home after a whirlwind 3 days, 3 different hotels with the lovely, the incomparable Keanu C. Thompson, people. Took the little lady down to the beach. I'm not muted, C-Mox. Have a nice life. There's no way I'm muted. I hear it perfectly.
That's what I feel like you guys do to me.
So again, what up, Dr. Chow? C-Mox, muted. You do that again. Why do people do that? Why? I don't care. It's like, I don't know. Look, I'm a crotchety 54-year-old man. Things annoy me. It's like, oh, your sound doesn't work. You know what it's the equivalent of now? When you used to do a sound check at a comedy show and people were like, can you hear me? And people would say, what? And they'd start high-fiving each other like, wow.
That's the intro. That's the intro to Gino's show. Let's go to 1418 because Gino's going to read a fake chat by Win by 2, and he's going to try to help me, even though it's not me chatting. This is completely an imposter Win by 2, but he's going to try to school me as if this is the real me. So it's like, really, who is the biggest idiot in this situation?
That's, by the way, look at that. Drinking out of the Bear Force 1 mug. Win by 2 radio. Shout out, buddy.
So now, just by this chat, hold on, Softcast. Just by this chat alone, it says jump rope, right? It says jump rope. Now, Softcast, I could probably confirm that this is your Win by 2 alt account. Am I right?
Yes, because that's what I would say. I didn't know what was going to be the first post, if it would be the other guy, what you showed, but yes, that is me.
So, all right, jump rope coming in by Win by 2 radio, but it's not me. Gino thinks it's me and says this.
The jump rope will come back this week.
Whoa, okay, so we got to, all right, so that we have to mark our calendars, ladies and gentlemen. The jump rope is supposed to be coming back this week. Very excited. I can't wait for more jump roping videos by an old 54-year-old Italian in the Bronx, sweating, dancing, and fucking jumping rope to, Modest Mouse and fucking, Skrillex while we watch.
What's funny is I say jump rope now, like how millennials say like touch grass.
Right.
You know that thing, touch grass?
Yeah.
That's what I say now is like jump rope. Just chill out.
Will come back this week, buddy. Thanks so much. Sorry the whole fucking thing you're doing with Softcast didn't work out.
I think it's working out pretty fine to me, if you ask me. I don't know about you, Softcast. I mean, you might disagree with that sentiment, but
no, I think it's worked out fine, dude. We yeah, I mean, it's everyone. We'll say it. You and I, maybe we didn't have the best communication when you fired me, but we talked about it on Bedabbler, and we've always been cool since then. We handled it like men. We weren't fucking pussies.
Honk to Homeless Con says, Softcast mixes his beers with generic tomato juice. Dr. Cha says, Softcast is calling. I already read that. All right, so yeah, let's continue.
Sorry, whether it was a prank or not. Sorry, it didn't work out. Look at this. Look at this. Being with a little boy is winning. Yeah. That's how you.
Now that is the other win by 2 alt account, and he coming in obviously. Now this is something I would probably sort of say. I mean, I've said it on the show. Is like being with Keanu is winning, right? But saying it sarcastically. Now this is what my alt. See, me and my alts are like on the same page. I almost feel like as if we are like the same person almost. But this alt goes, being with the little boy is winning, and just look at Gino's face. Like that eats him alive. Like that eats him alive. Right, that is just like the look of despair and defeat. That my girlfriend looks like Dylan Mulvaney, and she is the hottest and youngest girl I could possibly get with. Like no other chick that age would ever consider sleeping with me. Like I have nothing to show for at my age. I do a bullshit radio show at Compound Media, which is it might as well just be the Shuli Network at this point. Like both are just complete laughing stocks, or not, maybe they're not even the Shuli Network, but like the Steel Toe conglomerate. It's like, so like Gino is counting his lucky blessings, and he would be happy to have a chick who looks like a dude, somewhat decent looking, than having nobody at all, or someone else who is just completely atrocious.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. What I think is he's like holy shit, dude! I'm fucking a chick that's 25 years or more younger than me, and she's like under $130. Holy shit, I'm winning.
That's winning, right?
Right. That's all he's thinking about.
All right, let's go to 29. Let's go to 2950. Gino is I dropped my fucking notes, but he's gonna he's gonna show us his skin. A lot of weird shit going. I think Gino's an exhibitionist. You know what an exhibition is, Softcast?
Yes. He likes to show off.
What does he like to show off?
Whatever. Anything that makes him look good. You know what I mean? Anything. Exhibitionist is I mean, in the typical sense, you would think sexual, but exhibitionists are any time where they can show some kind of like dominance or I'm so cool, which is one of the things I hate about Gino. Is all the time he's like Aaron. He always tries to say like, look, I won again, or Gino Right Cast, or all this shit. And it's like, no, lots of times you get it totally wrong, dude.
First, Garth Brooks says 130, more like 83 pounds. But then Jeff Closer coming in and is kind of picking up what I was laying down. Says Jeff Closer says, nudist, come on, Softcast. So that's kind of what I was referring to. Exhibitionist being like he wants to expose himself to the masses, to a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you were kind of saying that, but kind of taking it a step further, I guess. I was just looking for the simple answer. But, I mean, you see this from, like, that guy, Naked Cowboy in New York City. Like, this guy's an exhibitionist. There's no reason why a normal, sane person would just willingly go out in the middle of the street in just fucking, whitey tighties. Tommy Hilfiger fucking, whitey tighties. But this guy, like, he wants people to, like, look at him and view him in a sexual sort of manner. And Gino does a lot in the same way. And he picks up a lot of that from Count Cumia, man. Because Cumia is a really weird, perverted man. So some of those behaviors start to rub off on Gino. Not saying Cumia is an exhibitionist. He might be in his spare time. I haven't seen that on his show. But the weird behaviors still tend to rub off on Gino. So much so, Gino's going to do this.
Okay? So walk on. And that walk on line is great because it's like, look, don't get caught up in the greatest shit you've ever done. Know it was great. and walk the fuck on. I do a show on fucking Compound Media 4 fucking days a week.
No one cares.
3 of the greatest people going, Garrett and Steve and Frankie McDonald.
No, they
and
all
we
suck.
Fucking kill it.
Besides Frankie.
And
Frankie's
the
pretty
next
cool.
day, we're right back at it. Don't get me wrong. We joke around, and I'll get to these chats. And thank you for the super chats. If I missed any, I will get to them. I learned how to fucking check on the other side. Don't get me wrong. There are times I'm like, this is a grenada. Or why are we even doing a show this week? Today when Monday was so good. And by the way, tomorrow.
That's like you're saying, like everything he does is a win. And that's what he thinks, man. Like every show he does is a fucking win. And I don't know about you, but I've watched In Hot Water. They don't do any sort of semblance of a good show. Like it's not even a show. It's just Gino yelling. It's just this for an hour and a half on Compound Media with Frankie McDonald. And if anything, like I said, Frankie McDonald is just way more talented. And this guy is, like sort of like a Jake Hudson-esque type guy. But Frankie McDonald is way more talented than Gino could ever dream to be.
Yeah, it's I've watched this show where he's claimed to own like all kinds of people, you and myself included. You know what I mean? Every time he does it, he's like, I told you, look at this. See, Daddy was right.
Yeah, it's like the only thing Gino is owning is, having a girlfriend that looks like a tranny. Really, that's the only thing he owns.
Tomorrow, Fred Rubino.
Wait. Pause it.
We know Soft's been drinking.
No, but because we said that first, and they're trying to act like they own it now. Kiki is trying to act like the Dylan Mulvaney thing is her thing.
Right.
But we said it first, and we pointed that out immediately, right?
Fucking hysterical. Absolutely. Tuesday, Jim Stansel.
Sorry, I kind of want to breeze through some of this.
By the way, look,
I have to piss. I have to piss really bad. We're approaching the 4-hour mark. I still want to do Steel Toe. I think they're on right now, so I'm going to take a piss after Gino. I'm going to let you go after this Gino stuff. Actually, it might even be right after this clip. Yeah, because dude, I've had to piss since fucking like the 1 hour mark, and it's just like. It's crazy.
I'll I guess interact with the chat till you come back, and then I'll jump off.
Yeah.
Fucking sunburned.
Cool. Well, wait.
Look, I was sitting on the thing. Look at
here he goes. Again, why are you lifting up your shirt for people? There's nothing good to see. I don't think he's wearing any boxers. But it's like, why are you doing this? Nobody wants to see this. Like, nobody.
Right.
So again, it's like why? The question becomes why, and it's like, well, it only leads me to believe one thing. It's like you're an exhibitionist. You want people to see you because you have this weird, kink that, and you get off to people when you reveal yourself to people, and like they're like powerless. Like we can't do anything about this. Like he could fucking whip out his dick, and we wouldn't be able to stop it. But he would get off on the fact that that would be the case. Does that make sense?
Well, I think I'm not fully on your theory yet, but it makes more sense with like his jump roping videos. You know what I mean? He likes people
shirtless, sweating.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna jump ahead to this clip. I have to take a fucking massive leak.
All right,
so bear with me.
This, dude, you'll probably sabotage this and make it all go bad now that I'm gonna carry the weight for a couple.
Never that. I'm just gonna I'm gonna turn on some copyright free music, like synthwave or some bullshit. Excuse me, fuck, that was rude.
If it's cool with you, I'll just interact with the chat till you come back, and then I'll jump off and you can finish up. I'll be watching the Steel Toe coverage. I'll be in there.
Yeah, we'll finish this Gino stuff and then I'll let you go. I'm gonna do the Steel Toe stuff and then I'm gonna get out of here. All right, but let me turn this on. I'll turn it low. All right, say something.
Test. Check. Still coming in good?
Yeah. Turn you guys up.
All right.
Here, say it again.
Check. All right. Test. All right. Yeah. Throw up Steel Toe and just put it up, and I'll.
Or here, should I? Here. No, I'll do that instead. I was gonna put music on. I'll put up Steel Toe live right now.
Yeah, and I'll talk till you come back, and then I'll jump off.
Well, the only thing is, it's it might cut you off. I don't. Are they not live right now? Oh no, they're live. All right, cool. It might cut you off. So.
All right, let's see. Try it. Oh, I can hear him.
You could hear him, but when you try to talk on this end, you know how it cuts you off because the audio it favors the louder volume.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
have a full
Yeah, so just
report
just
for
kick
you
back and watch it
on
just kick back and
tomorrow's
watch
show,
it.
and then I'll get April's
Interact,
ordered.
like just
as
chat if you have anything to
soon.
say. I'll be right back, guys. Let me take a quick
So
piss.
there you are. April's Magic Bean at crescentmountcoffee.myshopify.com. All right, $20 away from hitting tonight's goal. Thank you, everybody. If you feel like chipping in, knock out the last $20. Again, thank you very, very much. Let's get into some of these stories. I want to find out how an egging turned into 3 murder charges.
I also would like to know in case I were interested in an egging.
Yeah, I'm a little old for the egging game.
I agree.
Yeah. It is ground fried end pie, yes. It's not whole bean. I'll talk to them about if they plan on doing a whole bean or not, but right now it's just the ground for right now. 3 Georgia teenagers may have been arrested for allegedly murdering a man after egging his house on Monday. I've never heard of this before.
I haven't either. What'd you do? Get the yolk like lodged in his nose and he can breathe or
Oh,
something?
you know what? It was a DeMar Hamlin thing. They hit him with an egg right in the right spot in his shoulder, and he just dropped dead.
Actually, I heard he had a stoma, and the egg went right in the stoma.
Oh, you get egg in your stoma, and you slowly suffocate on egg yolk.
And then you have to try to hold up your microphone to your stoma filled with egg yolk, trying to say,
Because you're gurgling and spitting.
thank you for doing it before I could.
Egg yolk. That's how it would sound if there was yolk in your stoma and you tried to speak.
I can't be next to you right now.
Just kind of sound like Donald Duck a little. 18-year-old Sydney Moughton and Jeremy Munson. Oh, we came out here all this way just to get Munson.
Moughton and Munson sound like a band.
Moughton and Munson are, that's, I believe, the name of the Black Keys. Just kidding, they're brothers. Were arrested along with 19-year-old Mackenzie Davenport. April said something that to me was kind of unforgivable yesterday.
Can you not?
I said the Black Keys are going to be at the State Fair. I was going through the State Fair grandstand lineup, and I said the Black Keys. She goes, oh, that could be fun. And I'm like, I disagree. She's a Black Keys person. I didn't know that.
I'm not a Black Peas.
Are you a Black Peas person?
I'm not a Black Keys guy. I just thought it could be a hoot.
Look, nobody's
And you've got
saying
to out me like that, you filthy,
yes.
I can't finish.
Thank you very much to, I think I have to go to Streamlabs for this one. Boys and girls, we have hit our goal and we are into tomorrow morning. Thank you very much for your generosity.
Thank you so much.
Let me go here. $10. Anonymous says value for value donation. Oh, well, I think that's actually really nice.
That's very cool.
Rostog's Broken Spirit left us $5 this morning and said, building 7, building 7, building 7, building 7. Thank you, buddy. And No Pen 15 Fathead said 15 goes towards my merch order and the rest goes to the goal. Well, thank you, buddy. We are $20 into tomorrow morning, which is always nice. Thank you.
So remember, part of that was for that Wednesday.
I understand.
With you.
I appreciate it, guys.
It's cute.
You guys are $20 into tomorrow. Let's just do a show the rest of the way.
What do you say?
Kmart Ready says Black Keys Blow Matchbox 20 is where it's at. Fuck yeah, Kmart Ready. Can you help me? I'm bent.
I don't have to be here for overtime, right?
All right. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, follow if you're on Rumble. You know what to do. So how did they kill a guy egging?
Were they frozen?
Is that you? All 3 were charged with malice murder as opposed to really nice murder. All 3 were charged with malice murder, battery, and criminal trespass.
Are they really talking about
Additionally, Mon
egging
and
right
Munson
now?
Were charged with aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the...
Of course,
Who's
they would be
bringing a
talking
gun
about
to
egging.
a fucking egging?
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No!
What if you're... Think about this. What if you're tossing the egg up in the air and shooting it like trap
Oh my
shooting?
God,
Of
is she
course,
really
you're like,
talking about eggs?
not Roscoe P. Coltrane. You're like...
Tossing eggs
oh,
up in
God
the
damn
air.
it. Rooster Cogburn in True Grit just chucking biscuits into the air and trying to shoot them.
Yes, it's a waste of food.
Yes. Additionally, Mon and
we might
Munson
have
were
to switch
charged with
gears. We might have
aggravated
to switch
assault and
gears
possession
and
of
go
a
to this.
firearm. The charges stem from a Monday incident where
Let's just see
Spalding
what's happening.
County Sheriff's deputies found a man who was shot to death in the middle of the road. You were just supposed to be egging a house. You don't shoot a guy. Oh shit! He saw our faces while we were egging. Yeah, and it's gonna be $180 ticket for each of you. Fucking chill.
A little embarrassment.
Look at look, first of all, this guy.
What is that?
That is the guy who shot the person for sure. Or her. This is a sick, cold bitch.
You're scared of all these people if you run into them, right?
Not her. I could
Maybe
beat the
not
shit
her.
out of
The
her.
one on the left.
I could fuck him up too.
I feel like the one on the left got talked into
Aaron,
being
you
there.
can't fuck up anything, dude.
This one's high as a kite.
Yeah.
And this one's just a broken sociopath.
That one in the middle almost looks like it has like colored.
Like you're 0-2 in boxing. What makes you think you could beat up anybody?
Well, here's what I find interesting.
Context. See, that was
is
going to be my
they're-
second guess. After a fingerprint scan, the victim was eventually identified as Jonathan Gilbert. He also went by the name Tyler Lane.
Gilbert. I like Gilbert.
What 18-year-old has two fucking identities already? What kind of barrel of shit are you?
Well, sometimes you got to date multiple people at one time, so you got to have different names.
Oh, I see. Authorities say that there was a lover's quarrel involving the victim that precipitated the egging.
Oh, I fucking told you.
So there was a lover's quarrel, so they decided to egg the kid's house, but then in the middle of the egging just decided, well, let's just kill him.
We were planning on doing that down the road anyway.
Whoa.
Let's just cut out the middle
Look
man.
at that. Softcast has now hung up.
Yeah, eggings are
I feel
supposed to
some
be a nice
sabotaging
slap
coming
you
on.
want.
Yeah, you guys have really.
So I don't
ruined
know
the
what's going
spirit
on here.
of
This
the
show
sport.
has gone awry.
Isn't that how things go?
It appears that there was an ongoing lover's quarrel.
David
and
Skywalker's
the
John. Do you have any
suspects
good
decided to go
stoma
to
jokes?
Gilbert's residence on
Yeah, you know what,
Dobbins
David
Mill
Skywalker,
and
I haven't
vandalized
brushed
it
up
by
on my
egging it.
stoma
When Gilbert
jokes
saw what
as
they
of
were
late,
doing to his residence,
but the next
he
time I
came out
do,
of the
I will
house
surely bring it
unarmed
onto the
to
show.
confront them.
Yeah, look at that.
After
Whoa.
Gilbert see, that's
Yeah,
when you
that's.
throw
I
a
mean, that's
couple eggs at him
insane.
and you
Soft is gone rogue.
Right, you kick rocks.
I have him
that's
on.
it.
I give him the platform to promote his shit,
allegedly shot him multiple times.
and this is the thanks I
Where
get.
the suspects fled the scene in a car. So which one's Mon? The left, the one on the
one
left,
on the left shot him.
the one that we said was the least threatening of the group.
So a lover's
I guarantee
quarrel,
he
so
wants me to
was
call him
kicked
back
down
like a
by that guy
scorned
probably, but then he was going by two names, so he was fucking
lover.
another bitch.
Is
too.
Softcast still
she
here?
was fucking
No,
Jeremy.
Jay,
Munson.
he's
She
gone
was
rogue.
fucking this guy.
We weren't
the
even
other
mad.
guy was maybe.
We weren't even mean to him while
No,
he was
if
gone.
it's a
John.
lover's quarrel,
Oh, he's calling back.
then they were having sex with the same.
Do I answer it? Do I answer it? I need yeses or nos. Ones or twos. Do I answer? Yes or no? One yes, two no.
That's what I'm saying. What if that guy, the victim, had been having sex with Mon, but the victim had two names, so he
I'll
was
wait.
one with her.
Answer two. No, Jay's no.
And then this Jeremy Munson guy, he's just there to try and scoop up.
Two, one.
I see he's trying to.
Oh, this is too close.
I see how this
This is too close.
See, what? Because that
I will
guy's
answer.
Ones or twos. Do I answer?
Yes
or no?
Wow,
Yeah,
Softcast
that guy-
hung up
yeah,
on
you
me.
saw in his eyes. He's like,
Two. All right, everyone's saying two. Both one and two. D-Man says.
tonight, and they're like, not something you want to fuck.
Soft man. Now your camera's not on. Get your camera working, man. What the fuck's going on here? Everyone's saying two. I should just hang up on you
Says
now.
that all three suspects will be held accountable. Well, yeah, they want to say that they're going to charge all three. with
Now there's a
murder, so
mirror.
that the other two
This
slip
is
on the
insane.
board.
There we go.
They're like, hey, you know, we can give you.
Gotta hang up on
you
him.
know, accept-
Gotta hang up on him. You gotta come prepared when you're on this show. All right. Someone said they just sent me an
Because they all
email.
plotted and
There's a lot
planned
going
together
on
and
here. I don't know
traveled
what
to
the fuck's
location with the
happening.
intent to commit a crime that led up to the murder together. They are all just as culpable as if they had each pulled the trigger themselves, the press release explained. They went to egg a house. The victim confronted them while they were doing it. He lost his life, and they drove
One
off and left
second.
his body in the middle of the road. Together, they bought that ticket. Now together, they can ride. The sheriff's office. That's
Oh wow, we actually have.
I
Soft.
like that.
Give me a second,
Fuck around
Soft.
and find out.
You hung up on me.
I really want to see two.
We actually have. So April
and then watch
is
her go down
confirmed
hard
that
for
she
it.
does all the manly chores around the house, and she cuts the grass, power washes, does the dishes, cooks the eggs.
Like,
cheating on the game.
And we actually have never had any video or photo evidence of this actually happening
Get the fuck out of there.
until just now. We actually have video proof, or sorry, not video proof, but photo proof
Rumble did lock
of
up.
April working on the roof
Oh, there
of
we
her
go. Now
house
Rumble's okay.
while
Yeah, it's
Aaron
been
sits
locking up, though. I've been seeing-
inside
I've been
in the
coming back
cool
over
air
here.
conditioning
It
while
locks up on you.
his father-in-law and his wife put on a new roof. Yes, you heard it here correctly. A new roof onto their home. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time this is an exclusive here. This is April, the construction worker. This is amazing shit right here. April, the construction worker, in full uniform here. I mean, this is impeccable. This is amazing. This is amazing. I don't know how you got this. I don't want to know. Don't spill your secrets. But this is April in the flesh. This is what she looks like as she's putting up that new roof that the Eimholds so desperately need.
Yeah. Also, I remember
While, Aaron sits inside eating Twinkies and reading about what Hillary Clinton did the day before.
And nothing ever bad happened after that.
I believe it. I'm gonna believe you.
Smooth sailing.
Impressive shit,
So
man.
these AI
Impressive.
robots would never steal our jobs.
So I think you know who you are. Do you mind if I say who gave me this picture? Because I never know if people send me clips. I don't know if you want me to put your shit out there or not.
Yep.
But can I say who you are? Or do you not want credit?
Also, I believe this is what
It was, Citizen says, it was a drone photo via the Brandon
and that
Network.
turned out fine.
Josie says, if I were April's dad, I would demand Aaron be up on the hot roof helping.
Although, in fairness to Terminator,
Yeah, you
at
would
least that
think.
guy never said he wouldn't hurt you. That guy was there to fuck people.
But again, her dad knows that she don't pay any bills, and she's like barely skating by as it is. Okay, Dime Card. Shout out to Dime Card who provided this photo. I don't know how you got this. This is some great detective work by Dime Card. So shout out to Dime Card. Real photo. It is confirmed. Jay, yes, this is a real photo, 100% real. We authenticated it before we brought it on the TV by our forensic auditors upstairs.
First human robot press conference.
But yeah, it's like, you know,
moving too fast at all with new technology. We're going to be
April the
fine.
construction worker.
Pump the brakes. This feels
And
like
by the way, we have another little April
Responses on whether
update.
they should submit to stricter regulations.
While these guys are acting like they're playing radio and from within that crawl space of a basement that they call a home.
That's not a good.
But
to serve mankind. Oh, it's a cook.
let's go here. We actually have a reward
Organizers are seeking to make a
posted.
case for artificial
Yeah,
intelligence
let's do this.
and the robots it is
that.
powering to help resolve some of the
Let's
world's
do that.
biggest challenges.
All right, this is an update posted, guys. This is via Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson on MLC earlier put out a cash reward of $500. Almost stealing my bit, but whatever. We'll let it slide. Because, you know, your steel toe hate passion is equivalent to ours, so we'll let that slide. But Brian Johnson, this goes out to everybody. This is one at April's Facebook nudes. Contact Brian Johnson for a $500 reward. So if anybody has access to them, those titty pics, get a hold of Brian Johnson if you want your cash prize today. So she does it all. She's posting nudes. She's posting construction pictures. She cuts the grass.
See, we look at it as the AI for good.
She does it all.
The robots look at it as AI for good.
So do your part and get those nudes in today. I'll actually throw another 250 onto this 500, so 750 for April's nude pics. But you send it to us first. You send it to me and Brian.
I will be working alongside humans to provide assistance and support and will not be replacing any existing jobs, said Grace.
One night, one room. You get it? God says she shops at the fashion bug outlet. She probably don't even shop there. That's like Target attire if I've ever seen it.
real short, bends over just barely. You can see.
Are outlet malls still a thing in Minnesota? Probably. I'll bid 1,000. All right, so that's wow. I mean, that's almost $2,000. If Bex, you're putting in 1,000 on top of my 250 and Brian's 500, that's 1,750 for April's nudes. Can we? Let's pull our money together. Let's make this a fucking internet movement for the ages. Let's pull up like 50K to get April's nudes. How much does April's nudes mean to you? How much are you willing to fucking pay? All right, I might fucking let's see here.
I think I'm gonna get. I don't want to do this Gino stuff. It's what he brings us up, and that's the extent of it. He wasn't chatting with the real invite too. We kind of got that. Citizen M says April goes shopping with Jocelyn from Schitt's Creek.
But no.
That's funny.
I have to know then. Like, if you're not taking jobs, you're not here to hurt us. What do they do to make our lives better? Like they're saying. What are they doing?
I'm here to make sure that you're all paying attention.
So it's Big Brother looking at us.
Yes.
That's fucking great.
How long did it take you to do that
Let me
AI
see.
for good bit?
I had K-Cuck. I'll save K-Cuck for the next show.
Did ROTC do it first?
We can
Michael
get rid
B
of
says,
that.
So AI is basically Lex Fridman. Yes. If Lex Fridman could be made into a thing, it would be an AI robot.
This is here. We'll go through this real quick. This is another example of Aaron backdooring himself in. So Gina Levy, she posted something. This world used to be fun. Now I just want to cry. We covered this earlier, but then Aaron butts in and says, "When you deal with professionals, it is fun. When you deal with people who honestly believe it's their life and death, you just move along and leave them to the misery." I say, do a show, log off, live. Oh, really, Aaron? Really? It's like, first of all, no one was even talking to you. So why are you trying to, like, get involved with Gina and Bob and Kevin Brennan? While simultaneously, I mean, didn't he just say, like, the other day, like, he doesn't want to be involved in this world, but now he's, like, retweeting Bob Levy's wife? Isn't that a little weird?
Yeah, sure, that sounds great. Now you just agreed to nuclear terrorism with AI.
It's like, nobody cares. Nobody was asking you, and you're not a professional. When you deal with so he's putting himself in the category of professional. Like, you're not a This isn't professional. Here, let's go to it.
Even you guys are going, holy shit, didn't know he'd do that.
This isn't professional. None of this, what we're watching,
I think it's scary.
is professional.
Fucking chat GPS shit.
Chat GPS.
Heard it here first, folks.
Wow.
Chat GPS.
Chat?
Yeah, even Aaron's like, chat GPS? Wow.
I don't like it. I'm a farm girl. Not for it.
Yeah, Michael B says,
Okay,
I am
says,
done with this gimmick. Right?
I bid $500 to make me look at April's nudes. You pay me. You pay me, yeah. So we'll pay LL Cooley a cool $500 to force him to look at April's nudes. D-Man says Bob texts Aaron a lot. You know what, D-Man, if this was yesterday or 2 days ago, I'd probably be like, nah, you know what, Bob and Aaron, it's all... But, you know, the way Bob cucks it up and fucking sits on the fence, I would not even be shocked. Not even be shocked. Jay says, same banner with Corey on. What a cheap bastard. Yeah, man. What a cheap bastard. Can't even afford a professional, right? Professional? Your co-host hasn't been on the show since April. No pun intended to your missus. April. We're in July. May, June, July. We're in middle of July. So it's 3 months have gone by. A quarter of the year has gone by, and you still have yet to upgrade your background with your old co-host. I mean, that's amazing. Again, imagine if I just had Softcast in the back of my... I mean, today I kind of did, but imagine if I just had him like in the background the whole time. It's kind of gross.
I don't think discussing in front of the AI robots about how there should be
Dime
more
Cart
rules
says
and
that's the business plan.
on them, enforced on
Dates.
them,
Okay, so
is
they're
going to
cross
make
talking.
them want to cry.
Girth Brooks, no one texts Steel Toe a lot except his simps. Yeah, like John Domingo, Zen Rhino. Bex Rock says, upgrade your bottle collection. John. Hey, Bex.
I do, but Desdemona, a rock star robot singer.
I'll upgrade my
in the
bottle
band
collection
Jam
when
Galaxy. They
you
got bands now. With purple hair and sequins.
send me a few
Just a
bottles.
septum piercing.
You send me a few bottles and I'll upgrade.
Was more
How's that
defiant.
sound?
Oh, that's
Until
good.
then,
Remember, they're not
my
gonna
collection
take our
stays the
jobs.
same.
Oh, they're not noticing.
Upgrade
about
your
you, by
collection.
the way. That one clearly took some notes.
Making making farm girls look simple since 2018. Now that's funny.
Laughter. Let's explore the possibilities
Jamingo
of the universe
Gate,
and make
yep.
this world our playground.
All right, it's 10:20.
No.
I don't
That
know. These
sounds
guys
like
suck.
the old
We
lady
know
from
this. I just wanted to
SVU
see what
last
was
night
going
that's
on live.
Severely bipolar, but she's like, no, we're just different.
I think I'm
not
gonna wrap up.
dangerous. I'm just.
We're approaching 4 hours. This has been fun. Let me call Soft back.
Done.
Yeah, but does that end that?
Well,
I don't think so.
Let me call him back.
I bet put it as a backup. It's got a backup in its butt cheek.
Another robot named Sophia said it thought robots could be better leaders than humans.
You sabotaged my show for the last time, Softcast. This will not stand. All right? I just wanted to call you back and let you know that was fucked up, and we're on to you. So don't think you got away with what you just did tonight. Because now, if you thought you could throw me off the scent by coming on the show and kind of, yucking it up, you didn't. I'm here. I know what's going on. We're watching. 2 movement, 2 nation. All else will fail. Hashtag 1 sucks. Softcast. Get out of here. We're watching you for the rest of the time. Good night. I feel like I need to get that off my chest. All right, so that was that. Let's get these fucking fools off my screen. I can't stand the sight anymore or the sound. It's been a whirlwind of a show. I need to get some water and some food. Let's see. Let's play some music. Let's get out of here. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show. This has been great. It's been a fun show as usual.
This has been a very fun show.
Very fun show. Very fun week.
Thank you so much. We apologize for the day late, but, better late than never, as they say. You guys have definitely showed up. Shout out to all the super chatters, all the new members. It's been great. Our next show will either be Thursday. If not, it'll be like Saturday or something, or over the weekend. Just look back on the channel. I usually post the show a couple hours or at least a day before we go live. Trying to think if there's any other shit I need to take care of. I don't think so. Yeah, so the next show will be half open show, half members only. So become a member if you want to watch the second half of the next show. This has been a good show. We'll keep our eye on everything. We'll keep our eye on Clam Zumach. We got Walrus on the next show. I'm looking forward to their Patreon only episode. Little Walrus Magoo, Corey Adam comedy. And we'll get into all the. We got our eyes on everyone. Softcast tried to sabotage us, but we will not be fooled here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the help of, and that is really the power of the 2 movement. Rest assured, the 2 movement is the greatest thing on the face of the internet. Tom Chilstrom agrees.
No, hey everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here. Pretty solid effort all around, I would say. Mostly from Corey and I. Luke had some good points. But all in all, a good show. Thanks for everybody for being here. Let's call it a night.
And bring home the troops, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of this evening and enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe out there. And we'll see you all next time. We appreciate every single one of you. This has been great. Another In the Paint podcast in the books. Fuck all the grifters. Fuck all the dog pilers. Fuck them all. We don't need them. We're better without them. And one more time, rest in peace to Cumia's Cucks. My new crew, my dancing crew. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. We appreciate you. We will see you next time. This has been a great show, a fun show. As always, Dr. Motherfucking Feelgood. Rest in peace, Cumia's Cucks. Let's get a hold of Stuttering John. Let's make this dream a reality. Stuttering John on the 2 Network. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back next time. Stay safe out there. It's a hard night life. It's a cold world in those streets. Yes, Hank. Honk. Carl is gay. Thank you, Jeff. We'll see you guys next time.